make it well. The weak cannot stand above the strong. For Cosmodan!
That will do for now. without limit.
Soon it will all be mine. Let the hunt begin.
Gotsky looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced it back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%.
Back down,
here.
yo, on the Grey Man, give me the first ball. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there. A triple.
The ley line used in the back, catching 3 people on top of that, followed up by the APOC and the lurking on, catching 2, but this time on is going to be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Ruben's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Bloodlust on the backside. The Visual gets thundered and then stunned. Oh my goodness! The combo!
Getting shrunk down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Grey Man.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
All right, good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Nexus Gaming Series Showdown. This afternoon, we are in Division C. The title says C West there for some reason, but we're not in C West. We're in C, where the East and the West are going head-to-head with each other. The champions of East and West are going head-to-head. It's going to be House of Chess coming out from the East side, and we have Roll1Esports coming out from the West side. I'm going to be your host this afternoon. My name is Bankai, and joining me once again, after a little while, is the man that started it all for myself, my team captain as well, Jayzon. Afternoon, Jayzon. How you doing?
Hello, and thank you for inviting me, Kai. I very much appreciated the invitation to come cast with you tonight, and it's an honor to be back here on the NGS channel. I'm looking forward to getting to see this grand finals. It's been a long season for both of these squads, and it's all led to this one match here today to finish it all up. Who's going to walk away the grand champion?
Yeah, who's gonna walk away the grand champion? That's what we're really, really excited for. The teams are just about ready to go. Let's quickly jump into the map bans and picks before we can start this off for them. As you can tell, House of Chess did not win coin toss. It was Roll1Esports that did win coin toss, and they opted to go for first pick. I think this is the first time that they've gone in their entire season for first pick. They went ahead and banned out Curse Hollow, Garden of Terror. So two of the big maps gone. House of Chess banning out Tomb of the Spider Queen along with Towers of Doom. And they've been banning all of this out. Its casters are sorry, just gotta let them know that we are ready. House of Chess has been banning that map out for the entire season, so they don't like to play that. Game number 1 will be played on, I think this has been season 11's favorite map, or like most picked map. There has to be some stats about it somewhere, but it is Infernal Shrines. And let's jump straight into the draft. All right, here we go. All right, so everybody knows Infernal Shrines is a big map, macro heavy map. Here you have the shrine that pops up after every 3 minutes, I believe, and you got to kill the shrine monkeys or the shrine minions, however you like to describe them, and out comes the Juggernaut. Or what do they call it? I'm forgetting the name of what they call it.
That would be, so a lot of people call it John Cena, but we'll call it the Punisher if we want to be
Punisher. Yes, Punisher. That's a Punisher pops out, helps you push a lane down. It spawns in 3 spots, top, mid, and bottom. So we're gonna see how these two teams kind of play it off, and they've already jumped into the bans. Ban 1 coming out was the Sonya, and then followed up with the Zool from the side of Roll1Esports. I just gotta update these names real quick here.
I got it. The time change. I got it.
And then the next ban coming up, Lunara.
Yeah, so coming out quick, both of these teams seeming to know more or less what they want to do here already. Tychus banned out, and Sonya, and for House of Chez and Roll1 taking out Zool and Lunara, which is a pretty interesting ban. But I'll be really interested, Kai, to see how much the other banned heroes kind of affect things today. We've got 4 heroes that are auto-banned because of their recent reworks. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much that affects each of these teams. Roll1 hasn't played as much of those heroes throughout the season, so it might be a slight advantage for them as House of Chez losing some of their most favorite heroes like Anduin and Johanna.
And Johanna, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. We're gonna see how they adapt and adjust to that. But the first pick that came out from Roll1Esports was gonna be that Diablo. Diablo very strong on the Infernal Shrines, and then the follow-up picks coming out in the Falstad and the May. Falstad has been a beast this season, even though there's a talent ban for him, which is his dishonorable discharge. But his auto attack build really speaks volumes for itself on how it's played by whoever is playing that character.
Sidar and Stukov going to be picked up. Now Stukov, a really big pickup here for Velvet, who has played that a lot this season, and Stukov, one of the most played heroes this season for the side of Roll1. So I'll be very interested to see exactly how influential those lurking arms are, and the healing burst output Stukov can really bring to the table here.
Yep.
13 games for Stukov out of the games that are listed on Heroes profile for them so far.
Wow. Wowzers. Diva getting banned out there, so no Diva coming out. Hogger is still available. Hogger is also a hero that's we've been seeing a lot on Infernal Shrines throughout the entire season, so I wonder if they let it through, they ban it, or they pick it. I'd be interested to see what Roll1Esports does.
Yeah, another one of their more played heroes taken out early here, so House of Chez definitely doing their homework, definitely taking out the most played ones, and Zul'jin going to be banned out as well. That stacking hero that plays very well into the late game, not going to be available here. And with so few auto attackers, with Raynor and Vala both automatically banned out as the other 2 of those 4, reducing those might have quite an effect on this game.
Ooh, Malfurion and Mephisto coming out from the side of Team House of Chez. haven't seen I've seen a little bit of Mephisto coming out, but not a lot of Mephisto play coming out. Mephisto can be a really bursty output damage that comes out from there, but so if May can lock somebody in, and I believe it's called static charge, that Mephisto takes his shadow out or substitutes himself and then goes out in a shadow form and does damage. I forget what that's called, but that does a lot though. But Leoric and Cassia to finish off on the side of Roll1Esports.
Yeah, a really strong finish to this draft for Roll1. I really like what they put together here in this first game. Leo, of course, very good at the double soaking game if you want to split him during the shrine phase. Cassia, very good fighter on the point, able to get a lot of passive minions as they go. And Arthas going to finish it out here for Mariner. As a good draft on both sides here. A lot of slows, a lot of CC potential coming out from both teams. A little favor to the CC side though for House of Chez, or House of Chez rather. So we'll see exactly which one of these teams can kind of assert their will, if you will, throughout this game.
Yes, definitely. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing Falstad, May, Malfurion, Mephisto, Arthas going up against Diablo, Tassadar, Stukov, Cassia, and Leoric. If anybody is in chat, any mods that would like to start with a prediction, go ahead and drop that prediction there right now, and we will jump into game number 1. See you guys in the fray. All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Perfect. All right. So, oh boy. Here we go. Starting off on the left-hand side in the blue trunks, we've got Flash playing the Mephisto, Caribou playing the Malfurion, the Dude is playing Falstad, Mariners 005 on the Arthas, and Chesbix on the May. That is your squad in blue, House of Chez.
Meanwhile, on the right, in the red trunks, we've got Rock Your World playing Diablo, Alberto on the Tassadar, Velvet on the Stukov, Big Beard on the Cassia, and Zad playing the Leoric. These are your C-West champions, Roll1Esports.
I like the little banter going on between these two squads real early.
Yeah, good sportsmanship always on display here in the Nexus Gaming Series, I find, more often than not. And always fun to see these teams give it a little jab early, get a little jabber going on early as we get started. They'll start feeling each other out here.
Yep, both squads kind of cleaning up their lanes and the rotations come out. We see Arthas and Leoric on the top lane going at it with each other. Then Leo making a rotation now to that mid lane to catch the double soak. The 4-man for Roll1Esports is going to stay in that bottom lane. Siege camps are up generally on this map. As soon as siege camps come up, that is where you want to be. You want to go up and you want to start grabbing those to apply pressure in your lanes.
Yeah, right away, camp's going to be started on both sides. The macro going to be a main focus here on Infernal Shrines, being able to take these camps, get a little bit of extra vision and lane pressure for yourselves, and be able to take control of the macro early. Going to help these teams at least be able to try to find some picks or try to find some sort of an advantage in Siege early.
Yep, very true. And for those that don't know, this afternoon we actually have an observer with us. It is going to be Raka. aka Fujin, doing the camera work for us this evening. So if we can have like the talent screens come up, that would be good. We could see the talents that are being pulled up for each of those players. Level 4s are online for everybody right now. Roll1Esports make their rotation towards a top bruiser camp. We can see them doing that. Leroy getting the top lane. Arthur's doing a good job contesting him, making sure that he's kept back half HP throughout. The 4-man is going to be at that mid lane.
Yeah, actually, Kai, you get to bring up the talent screen just by doing that control 1. It's based on what the broadcaster has.
Yeah, for some reason for me it's not letting me because I'm on observer 1.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not letting me bring it up. It's like the person that I'm observing in game, that's the person that needs to bring it up. It's like control 1. Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, either way, both teams going to move on to the shrine to start here. A little bit of an advantage as Alberto gets a nice combo out to get a lot of those initial shrine monkeys, but positioning for House of Chez, if they're able to push Roll1 back a little bit, but it looks like they're ready to come in. Zad getting a little bit low, going to have to Wraith walk out the top. Rock Your World trying to come in from the bot, but not a whole lot of pressure being applied as they're pushing in, and pretty even on the Shrine Monkeys here as we head into the mid part of this guy.
Yeah, 20-19 or 20-21. Both teams. Lyric might be in a bit of trouble over here. Flash doing a lot of damage coming out from him there. Both squads are in there. Nobody really taken over as of yet. Arthas in the backline, and we're gonna have first blood coming out in favor of Team House of Chez as Stukov gets picked up by the Arthas in the backline, and with that, Roll1Esports is going to back up, and objective number 1 might go in favor of House of Chez. Nope, Diablo has other reservations along with Lyric as well. They're not gonna give it up that easily.
Real close. 4 left and 5 on the other side, so both teams very, very close here. Alberto gonna try to throw one last Q in there, but it's a little bit too late. And House of Chez is going to secure themselves a first Punisher here, Frozen Punisher, going to be able to shut down these structures and maybe zone a little bit with its ability to root here.
Yep, Diablo getting caught. He's in a bad spot there. He got caught with the stun from John Cena, followed up by the root coming off from Malfurion with that sleep, and he goes down. Oh, a turnaround pick coming out onto that Mephisto. Oh, no, there's a pause. No, there's a resume. Okay. Was that a, I don't know, do they want to pause? Okay, they do want to pause. There we go. All right, bring us back to the pregame screen so that we don't have any issues but we did have basically some internet issues that have come up. They have paused the game real quickly. So the situation that we're currently in, both teams are on team level 7s. House of Chez did secure objective number 1, which was the Frozen Punisher, and making their way down to that mid lane. We did have first bloods come out. Stukov got picked off and while trying to secure the objective, and then the follow-up kill onto Diablo, and then 1 kill coming out on in favor of Team Roll1Esports on the Mephisto, which I didn't quite catch. Did you see how that went down, Jay?
Nice counter kill, but to at least slow the advance of House of Chez here. But they're still getting a lot of value from this first Punisher. They're through the wall. They've done a lot of damage to the fort. And part of that is just fortunate for House of Chez in the fact that they got that Frozen Punisher. It's always got a little bit of extra siege value with the ability to turn these down. Etiquette. You want to make sure to always have your one dedicated pause person, so you don't have that little double stutter pause going on. You have your one guy that always pauses, and then you have a backup pauser just in case it's that pause guy that DCs.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, that guy knows to only pause if the main pauser is the one having connection issues.
Yeah, fair enough. Because you little, like, it was a little jitter there. He's like, pause, I'm pausing. Like, oh no.
That's because 2 different people are trying to pause because they don't have a designated pauser.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough. But jumping back into the game now, we see that Roll1, but House of Chez has a slight XP advantage. I'm trying to figure this whole observer thing out. Like, how does it work? because I cannot bring up the talent screen, but we'll just go with it as is. You see House of Chess bullying their way through onto that bottom siege camp, and they're gonna force Roll1Esports off. Both teams are very, very close, but I think that House of Chess is gonna secure their heroics first.
Yeah, just a little bit of an XP advantage, and you kind of expect that with the extra siege that they were able to get in that mid lane. But both teams had good side soaking going on. Mariner up top right now. 4v4 still, 4v3 down here on the bot. So Rock Your World trying to get forward, trying to get a little bit of CC on Flash. But now level 10s are in for House of Chez. They could try to turn this, but instead are going to be content to walk away here.
Yep. Very, very true.
Looks like they're going to try to maybe force something here in the mid. Wraith walk out, though, for Zad. It's going to be a little bit tougher, I think, for the hard engage to come in without a good avalanche here. It is avalanche, Durance. We've got Mighty Gust, Twilight Dream, and Syndragosa. A little extra spicy here from Mariner to start off this game one.
Yeah, and there, ooh, the Entomb miss catching onto the May there. Nice try.
Tried to get him over the wall, but couldn't quite reach far enough. A little bit too big of a wall there. That works on some of these areas here on Infernal Shrines, but that wall's pretty big. I had to get right up next to it to even have a chance, but just not quite far enough to catch anybody out there.
True.
Oh, we got level 10s also in now for Roll1Esports. This is going to be Lightning Breath, Black Hole, Massive Shove. We've got the Entomb and the Ball Lightning as the dude comes in, gets the Gust back. Syndragosa comes out, though, and only catching the Stukov, but still, that's a big catch on Velvet. He's going to be able to walk away, though. Carbo getting a little bit low, going to have to walk out. Mariner getting life drained and gets hit in the Entomb, gets caught.
Yeah, the Lurking Arm.
They're trying to walk away, but a lot of counter damage here, Kai.
A lot. Lurking Arm came out on top of that Entomb as well, but they did manage to fall back as the damage was too much. They didn't have a Tassadar there who did get caught. That was beautiful, that Gus pushing him into the root. Diablo did use a Lightning Breath at that point in time to try to negate some of the damage, but it did not help. Tassadar did go down. Objective number 2 is online as well. It is going to be an Arcane Punisher and started off right away by the House of Chez.
Yeah, everybody popped their ults there, so no ults available except for the lowest cooldowns ones. We got Massive Shove on one side, Durance on the other, as they're trying to hard engage. Big Durance of hate, though, catching 4. Velvet is going to be the first to fall here. And the dude is in pretty far. Gus, 2 of them away. Root comes out on the top, but Chesmic's getting very low. Going to get stunned. May goes down. Can they get the kill onto Zad? Yes, they can. There's the dude coming in with that lightning rod, just getting that kill.
That was a great pickoff by by the Falstad. He was stuck in that Entomb for so long, but just turned around and started dishing out so much damage. But now they're on the run. Kind of Malfurion goes down as well. Big Red Beard taking a lot of damage out of the cast. Yeah, Mephisto unable to close that one out. Lightning Breath coming out onto Mephisto. Flash in a bit of danger over here as Lyric is going to spawn right in front of him there. There comes that swap to slow him down. He uses Shade to kind of get away, but he's going to land there. They're waiting for him. He goes down as well. And then we got Diablo falling back, but that's going to be Soul's reset over there. So great back and forth coming out from both squads. But Falstad, now is he going to go down? Yes, finally. They caught him. He goes down.
These fights are crazy, Kai. They've been going on forever. Especially this one. I don't even know what that was, but at the end of the day, it ends up being a 2-0 in the long run, is the ultimate effect of this fight in favor of Roll1Esports, as they're now going to be able to focus, get this shrine, and get themselves an Arcane Punisher marching down the bot lane.
There we go.
Going to be baited over the wall, and Rock Your World going to go in directly with it, but now is caught deep in enemy territory here. Going to have to waltz his way on out the bot side before the walls had come down there, and now they're going to be looking to maybe follow up the next jump here.
There we go. There's the next jump. Rock Your World not looking at this time. Durance of H catching one. It is going to be that Stukov there. The root comes out on top. just a little late, and Suga manages to walk away. We see Arthur standing here in the bush, but the rotation does not come from there. Roll1Esports deciding either they want the top siege camp or the bottom siege camp. They decide to go for their own siege camp.
Yeah, very nice Durance of Hate there from Flash. That Punisher had jumped onto the backside of House of Chez, and it looked like Roll1 was looking to engage. That Durance able to stop them in their tracks, though, as now they're looking to engage on the camp. The Gust comes out, and we're really starting to see the zoning tools coming out for House of Chez, kind of allowing them to pick their battles.
Yeah, very, very good. Oh, okay. Diablo just I think he meant to do something else, but the outcome was like completely different. Hey, you know what? It works. They got the fort down. Perfect. That works for them.
Yeah, that works. Why not? Fine. The sieging tool.
Exactly.
100% a sieging tool.
This time, though, we do see that Roll1Esports has moved up a little bit in XP. Just a slight XP advantage on their part. They might hit 16-0 first, but both teams doing a really, really good job on their rotations. They've been rotating back and forth really, really well.
Can I just say for a moment how even this match has been so far, Kai? We've got a fort down on each side, 6-6 on the kill counter, and the XP is pretty much the same here. Like, all the way to level 16, having less than a quarter XP advantage. What an awesome series this is shaping up to be, even here in the first game.
100%. Both of these teams playing their hearts out. This is the grand final. You're on the grandest stage that you could be on. Both teams qualifying out are champions. They both are champions, but who's going to be grand champion? So they both wanted. And I can't tell who wants it more. The performance has been stellar on both squads. Like, both sides have been playing it like, you know, they want it, but I don't know who wants it more. You know what I'm trying to say? Sometimes words can be hard.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. We did have a chat in the coin toss section with team captain for Roll1Esports, Rock Your World. He had mentioned, you know, that they wanted to win today, but they kind of already felt like winners. You know, they won their division here in C West, the division we played in this season.
Yep.
And you know, he felt like that was kind of enough. This would be, they're going to try today. They're going to do their best, but you know, they kind of felt like they've already won this season. So I imagine that's how a lot of these coastal final teams really feel, because you don't know a whole lot about the other team. They played in a different division the entire time, and now, you know, you're just kind of looking for that cherry on top to the end of a great season.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll see. Objective number 3 is going to come on top. This is going to be a Mortar Punisher. This one hits really, really hard. Both teams are going to fight for it. 17's online for both squads as well. There we go in the backline. Arthas getting turned on there. Blizzard was a drop. Durance of Hate catching the Stukov once again. Stukov in such a bad spot. He is going to be the first to go down. A lightning breath used by the Diablo. Avalanche as well pushed the Lyric away. Big black hole coming out from Tassar. Blizzard on top of that. So a lot of spread damage coming out. Diablo goes back in. The Artist goes down. Diablo goes down by the Malfurion as the Intune connects. 4v3 in favor of House of Chez.
Yeah, Roll1Esports losing their healer immediately in this fight and still trying to stick around, still trying to get what they can. They get a couple more Shrine minions from Alberto. He gets rooted on the backside, though. Durance almost finds the mark, but he's able to just barely strafe out of it. But it looks like right now positioning for House of Chez should allow them to catch up and surpass and get themselves this Punisher.
Yep, 100%. Cassia is in there. Lyric as well.
Maybe not. Wow.
Oh no, 3 more left for the side of Roll1Esports, and they get it. Lyric is the one to secure that, and the Mortar Punisher is going to go in favor of Roll1Esports, but they want Leo for that. And Leo, does he go down? Yes, he does. So another frontliner taken down by Roll1Esports, by House of Chez, 9-7 in favor of House of Chez.
Boy, I stand corrected, Kai. House of Chez able to get the advantage in the team kills and get a little bit of extra XP out of that, but good on for Roll1Esports. They stayed in on that objective. They get themselves the Mortar Punisher. That's going to help them, I believe, get this fort down, possibly. Going to be kind of close as John Cena looks back at this thing. He'll punch it a few more times. There it goes.
There you go. He's like, what is this? Get out
But
of
more
my way.
importantly, that gives Roll1 the advantage to rotate around, start to paint the map red a little bit, and start to get a macro advantage here on this map.
Yep, and that's what they do. They immediately rotate down to that siege camp. Diablo sees the other rotation coming up on the side of the house of Chez. They are going to stop right there, but the siege camp has been secured. So that's going to be some added pressure coming into that bot lane that they would need to clear now. Roll1Esports maybe look at taking the siege camp or baiting the siege camp. I think they're baiting it. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to be a victim? Oh, it is Mei. Mei gets caught. Lightning Breath comes out. The silence on top of that. Mei is down. Gus used to help as much as they can, but it's not going to. Great pick onto their tank.
Now, see, that's not fair at all, Kai. You're not supposed to have the silence entomb until level 20. But here goes Roll1Esports throwing down the lurking arm in the entomb to kind of make it a poor man's buried alive, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, and that's so hard for Mei to deal with. All of her survivability tools are all in her abilities, so you silence her. It really makes her just an ordinary hero that cannot survive through an entire entomb like that.
Yeah, 100%. And Storm talents are on line right now. I can go over it real quickly. On the side of House of Chess, we have a Mimic, we have Light Bloom, Wind Tunnel, Absolute Zero, and Flash Freeze.
Meanwhile, over on the side of Roll1Esports, it is going to be that Hellgate along with Force Barrier, Top Off, Infinite Lightning, and of course there it is, Buried Alive. Now they've got the regular version.
Yeah, now they have like a doubles. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But Roll1
Double silence.
Double silence. It's like, oh no. Roll1Esports immediately makes that rotation towards their bruiser cam. They want to keep the pressure constantly on now. Top lane has not really seen a lot of action there. You see that fort still standing pretty healthy there. Oh my god, Diablo just jumps in onto this side. There comes the Hellgate. That was the Hellgate Sun comes out. Durance of Fate coming out as well, catching 4 this time. Gust to push them back. Lightning Breath on top of Mei. Diablo is gonna go down. Mei is gonna go down. Ball Lightning bouncing around as well. It is a 4v4 right now. No, Malfurion did fall too. I missed the Malfurion kill. Did you catch that one, Jay?
No, it was way in the back of that team fight on the other side, but that is a full death for Diablo.
Diablo, yeah.
Which is strange because he's got all of his
Souls.
souls.
We can
So
see
why
it.
didn't he come back?
Yeah, no, we can see it there. Maybe that was a...
I'm confused. What, did he have partial souls and then got some after? I don't know. I'm confused.
He doesn't collect souls after he's dead. Does he?
I wouldn't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. But...
Yeah.
Weird.
Glitch? I don't know. But it might actually not be a bad glitch. You know, I'll tell you what. There have been times where, as a Diablo player, you would definitely prefer to eat the death timer than to lose all of your souls and have to recollect those at the end of a game like this. So that might actually be a glitch in favor of Roll1Esports at this point.
100%, 100%. And that's actually going to allow them, well, not the death of Diablo, but they took a good fight, and House of Chess was forced to fall back because they did lose 2 of their players. So objective number 4 does go in their favor. It's another Arcane Punisher. So all the Punishers past this point now going into the later stage become hard-hitting tanks. Like, these things hurt. So just giving one off and just playing defense is, at this point in time, that was all that House of Chess could do. But look at me taking us so much damage. Oh, the Buried Alive also used their Diablo already in there. Lightning Breath on everybody onto the Mephisto. He's just spreading it out. John Cena down to half HP. The leap again. Is there a follow-up coming out there? Nope, no follow-up coming out, but they are gonna get this keep though.
Yeah, they'll turn their focus on the keep. Not having been able to get any kills, I don't think they can really do much more with this. They will charge into mid, though. They're not able to get the flip, though, onto Mariner. And look out! The Infinite Gust with the Sinragosa on top of Big Root. And now it's House of Chez on the offensive. The Falstad goes down, but they exchange it for the Cassia before that big avalanche comes out. And they're going to be able to finish off a full team wipe, 5 for 1. And this time Black Soulstone went off. So that's going to end up being a 5-for-1 exchange still in favor of House of Chez. What a comeback from that. It was looking a little grim, but what a gust there.
That was beautiful.
Falstad given his life, but for a good cause.
That was beautiful. That was amazing. Oh, and Diablo goes in, tries to get onto somebody. Now he's in a lot of trouble. That is going to fall. That's a full dead timer that is going to go down. Midkeep may lose. Do they go for it? Do they call it here?
It depends on how long it takes them to get through this keep, Kai. They can't go straight to core. It's still protected with no keeps down, but they can even out the keep pressure a little bit at the very least. And now Zad is back 10 seconds before it's a 4v4. Falstad should be able to fly from the other side, but he won't be able to get up quite as quick as the rest of these members as they try to defend, but the shields are down, Kai.
Yep, shields are down. There comes out the Entomb. Buried alive. Mephisto caught in there. Lurking arm. Ball lightning bouncing around as well. Maze. Everybody turns their attention towards May as May was hitting the core there, but they managed to defend it off. Oh, Stukov again getting caught into that fight there. Oh my god, so much bad damage there. Oh no, Cassia don't want to fall there. This is a 4v5, 4v3 in favor of House of Chez. Big black hole coming out. May taking a lot of damage as well. Leoric is deep in there. Massive shove used as well. Cinder goes to the cast of Stukov. Arthas is gonna go down. I can't see. I can't keep up with everybody. Gust used as well. Oh my god, what is going on?
Yeah, here comes the big lightning breath from Rock Your World. They're desperately trying to defend. They get the May down. The dude coming in getting a little bit more damage, but it looks like they finally fended them off. They are going to go in on the chase, though. This is 2v3. They got to watch for the turn. Flash tries to get something done with the Durance, but now Flash is going to be out. He's going to teleport, but he's coming right back. They know it. Velvet tries to shove, but not able to find the massive shove. Now it's Rock Your World getting low. Now it's Velvet stuck out here. 1v3 with Zad, not quite up yet. Though he's gonna get a little bit of reduction there, and the never-ending fight continues.
Oh my god, they're still fighting. Mephisto gets into he goes down as well. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Now the Malfurion gets caught out to ball lightning on top of the Infinite Gust used to get out. Can they close Malfurion? He goes down too. Oh my god, the back and forth. 20 kills to 15. Jeez.
Big Beard, even though being gusted, able to stay in range of the Malfurion to still have the bounce going on. And now, are the three of them going to try and end through top? This is a 3v3 in the top. 3v4.
3v4. Okay, let's see what they do.
Yeah, Alberto's coming, but he's not quite here yet.
Chicken is taking some time. It's like, I'm getting
8
there.
seconds on Buried Alive. Big root from Velvet onto the dude. He's able to roll out, but Arthas goes down, but not before throwing out Syndragosa, killing Cassia.
Oh no, the DPS goes down. Alright, just back off and reset, guys.
Guys, are we playing ARAM right? It's 21 to 16 in the kill counter. I don't think I've ever seen this in a grand finals before.
My god, my god.
Guys are just sending it right now.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight there. I think this is objective number 5 that started up. They're not going to contest it. I think House of Chez is going for their bruiser camp, or maybe trying to
they're trying to backdoor here, guy.
Yeah, they're waiting. Okay, what are they going to do? Are they going? There they go.
To group up. They don't have Malf. Zad has figured this out. That's coming in. Does have Buried Alive available. We'll hit that. Onto the Falstad. Falstad gets killed instantly. The shields are down, but still 30% left on the core. Chesmix sliding in. Flash trying to deal some damage, but Lightning Breath put on him fully, and he goes down. Karavu coming in with the Twilight Dream, but not going to be able to do enough here. And another defense coming out from Roll1Esports. They keep the game alive. Meanwhile, there is 2 catapults on the core, but Mariner should be able to deal with this on the backside.
Yeah, but I think this is it. They get objective, they push bottom lane with it, and that's it. I think it's done. Maybe they don't get objective. They forget about objective. Like, forget it. Let's go. Waste too much time.
Straight to core. Yeah. Forget about it.
Let's go straight to core, and that's what they're gonna do. I don't know if Arthas can defend this. It's a tall order to do. Does he have Syndragosa available? Yeah.
He does. Shields are slowly starting to come back. They're going to charge in. There's Syndragosa. Going to root all 3. All four, rather. But yeah, shields are going down too fast. I think you're right, Kai. This is the end.
Yep.
And somehow Roll1Esports saving it on the core.
Nope, it's not the end.
Just will stall it, but not quite enough.
Not quite. Yeah, not quite. Okay, it is the end. GG's.
Wow.
What a way to start a grand
game
final.
one, Kai.
What a way to start the grand finals. My God. Nuts. I loved it. It was amazing. It was amazing. Game number 1 going to Roll1Esports. Beautiful. Going over some of the stats for game number 1 on the side of House of Chez, we can see siege damage coming out from Mephisto, 180k, along with 101k hero damage, the highest in the game. 4 kills, 16 assists for that. 122k healing coming out from the Malfurion, 95k healing coming out from that Stukov. Stukov did pretty good. His lurking arms were really amazing. Tassadar with 82k hero damage coming out for Roll1Esports, and then 170k siege damage coming out from the Leoric. So good numbers. Here are the builds. If anybody would like to go over them, copy them, criticize them, it's all here. 21 to 20 kills in favor of House of Chez. However, the game did go in favor of Roll1Esports. That was crazy. Your thoughts on game number 1, Jay? Oh. Fair. Let's take a look. I like that analysis. That was really good. But I think these two teams are ready with game number 2. Uno momento, real quickly over here. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna update the screen right now. This is another one of my favorite maps to play. It's really hard. It can be played in so many different ways, but I'll just put that up on screen. Just bear with me one moment here. Let's jump back into the map. Scans and picks. All right, and there you have it. It is going to be a Dragonshire, game number 1. I think they're waiting for something. Oh, heart rate checks. Even they were like super excited. They were like, oh my God, so tense. What is going on? It was crazy. I love it.
Bro, and like those are exhausting games. They're exhausting games to lose and energizing games to win. So for me, that's my worry with House of Chez is this going to take any wind out of their sails, or are they going to continue to fight throughout the series? Because sometimes it kind of depends on the mentality of your team and how much fortitude you really have as a squad. I will say this much, though. These 5 have been together for the entire series. I looked earlier. Again, Heroes Profile, I don't think includes the playoff games, but if you look at these 2 squads, this is the 5 that House of Chez played with throughout the regular season.
Yep.
They did not play any subs. They're not playing any subs today. Roll1Esports, that is not the case. They have played 7 different players throughout the season, and in a mix. Velvet in here today only played 8 games, but that was the least of any of the teams throughout the season. So, didn't play. They played in a few series,
Yep.
Yeah. So, but they didn't all play together. So I'll be interested to see if that continuity makes any difference here in terms of House of Chez being able to persevere going down 0-1 to start.
Yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. I think the teams are just about ready to go. I think they're taking just a water break, a real quick one, to get there.
I would too after that.
100%, 100%. But yeah, no, I agree with you that these two teams, House of Chess, has been playing with the same five. That builds a lot of like chemistry, right? If you're going like an entire season with the same five people, they've been in situations. If you take a look at their run that they had in Division C East. Let's take a look at that. 28 points. They had 8 dominations, 20 games won, 5 games lost, and a total of 11 games played. So you can say that they might have been in a situation where they went down in game number 1 and then came back with a reverse sweep. I did not watch all of their games, but I'm pretty sure like whoever has been following them knows that they're good for it, maybe for a good comeback. Because to close out in the first spot, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And in Division C West, Roll1Esports coming out from that 6th seed. They were down and they made a comeback into the season. They only came out with 18 points. They have 4 dominations, 14 games won and 13 games lost. I think that in terms of making comebacks, I kind of give it to Roll1Esports. But I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out with these two teams. I know sometimes when you play this game for fun, winning becomes really easy, and then there's sometimes when you're trying way too hard, sometimes it becomes really hard. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, Roll One is kind of been used to being the underdog throughout the season, and I think if you go into this match just looking at the win-loss records, you would also put them as an underdog possibly, but they've been on quite the roll lately. They're a team that I feel like does lean into momentum quite a bit, and down the stretch in the playoffs, they have been incredibly strong and looking really good. So I don't think they came into this match feeling like an underdog, even though that's what it said on the paper. But they're definitely building some momentum from that game number 1. We'll see if they can ride it throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Still, we move on to Dragonshire, where again we're going to see the Sonya banned out. So it looks like House of Chez maybe not making adjustments so much as sticking with their game plan early. But definitely a map that's very rotation heavy. Macro so important on this map. The camp timings kind of put that priority into the bot lane, where we see a lot of teams kind of focus most of their energy on this map. And that rotational game can be a big deal too. Being able to rotate for picks and having good CC chains can really give you an advantage and a leg up here in what is basically a never-ending map objective.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Securing top point, securing bottom point, making sure that everybody is on it all the time. It is one of those never-ending objectives, but if you do get the objective, man oh man, can you like inflict so much pain on the other team. You can get so much out of the objective on this map in Dragonshire. Generally, you see the off lane prioritized over here. So you see Sonya banned out already. Rexar coming into this map. Very important. A really strong hero. Li Ming. Jay, you play a lot of Li Ming. You know how strong Li Ming can be here. Li Ming banned out.
Definitely can.
Yeah.
That is one of House of Chez's top 4th place hero. 8 games played on the Li Ming with a 100% win rate. Again, hero's profile info there for House of Chez, but a good ban early here, but that is going to give them to pick the Junkrat right away. A good rotational hero, good poke, constant damage, and can get a little bit of free siege as well with that long range.
Is getting banned out, so 2 of the same bans coming out from the side of House of Chess from game number 1. Diva picked up immediately, was banned out in game number 1. Zad this time snags it immediately, and a Tassadar once again for Alberto.
Yeah, meanwhile, House of Chess is going to pick up the false stat again, but this time it's Splash that drafts the hero. They can, of course, switch at the end of the draft if they choose, but it was the dude on the false stat last game, so we'll see if they stick with that. Meanwhile, Chesmix going back to the May once again.
Yeah, did a very, very decent job on that May there. One great avalanche coming out where things kind of turned around with the infinite wind tunnel, or you just call it wind tunnel, in game number 1. So we'll see how they're going to play it out in game number 2. Is he going to go for that avalanche again, or is he going to do setups with the ice wall? We'll see how game number 2 goes for them. Zul getting banned out. No Zul coming out here. Rexar is still up. We still have Hogger available as well. Who are they going to ban? A Nubarak. Okay. The 50 billion CC chains. It's gone.
Yeah.
I think Rocky World goes.
I expect to see a lot of May today from Chesmix. Again, Johanna
gone.
Number 2 played hero, May being the number 1. So,
Yep.
with that other option gone with the permaban, the next hero on the list is ETC at 6 games.
Yeah.
And again, then I don't even see another tank. New rack with 3. So yeah, like I expect to see a lot of May Chesmix today. I'm almost interested to see what they would do if Roll1 banned it.
Yeah, that would be very interesting if they would go with. I guess they would go with the ETC then.
That would be the next pick on the list at least.
Yeah, maybe Diablo. I'm not sure, but the Malfurion comes out again, so they're staying. Oh, nice Dahaka.
Yeah, Dahaka, a good rotational hero. Now that is two. I would almost say 2.5 globals. Junkrat not an official global, but at level 13, if he gets that Ripper Air, kind of turns into a pseudo global.
Oh yeah.
Like Genji, where he doesn't literally go across the map, but he can rotate very quickly, and gives a lot of rotational advantage. And there is Big Beard with the Phoenix. That is one of their higher played heroes on the season. Kind of a non-meta pick, but 9 games during the regular season with Phoenix, and we'll see what Alberto can do with that hero today.
Yeah, they switched it up. Big Beard is going to be playing the Tassadar. Alberta going to be on that Phoenix. Flash is going to stay on that Falsat, so they're not making that switch on the side of House of Chess. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Junkrat, Falstat, May, Malfurion, and the Hawkett going up against ETC, Diva, Tassadar, Phoenix, and a Brightwing. Once again, if there are any mods in the chat, if they want to start up a prediction on which team is going to win, go ahead and do so. We will catch you guys in game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Starting off on to the left-hand side. We have a Flash playing the Falstad, Caribou on the Malfurion, the Dude on the Junkrat, Mariners 005 on the Dahaka, and Chesmix once again on the May. That is your Division East, C East champions, House of Ches.
And up 1-0 in the series so far. On the right, Roll1Esports. We've got Rock Your World on the ETC, Zad on the Diva, Big Beard on the Tassia, Velvet on the Brightwing, and Alberto playing the Phoenix. Right away, both teams going to come in 5v5 in the mid. Chesmix flanking from the bot side. Mariner does hit the drag. Zad taking a little bit of damage, getting slept out of those roots there, that new level 1. Zad rotating up, but not going to be able to avoid the Diva. So that's going to be first blood going quickly over to House of Ches here in game number 2.
Wow, the Flash is just chasing Velvet down. But finally, the ETC steps up in front and makes sure that he falls back.
Yeah, nice start for House of Ches. They're going to try to play this rotational game and have the advantage in these rotations. Mariner up top going up against Zad. That solo lane matchup going to be pretty interesting with Dahaka's ability to burrow to kind of change the, kind of flip the script on any of these fights. Down bot, Rock Your World gonna take a look at this rotation here. Both teams grabbing their bottom camps. Clear out the bottom lane as well.
Yeah, both squads down there. This is where all the fighting begins. As soon as the beacons come up and you want to go and control them, that is where all the fighting starts. Top lane, no rotation there right now, but we do see Diva and the Hawk going at it. Diva's mech really low. Does it get burnt down? Yes, it does. The Hawk now makes his way on top onto the top beacon point.
It's like for now the siege camp gonna win out on the bottom side for Roll1Esports, but the dude's gonna be pretty good at clearing that slowly but steadily. Desmic's trying to get on this point to contest, but definitely controlled by Roll1 right now. But the root comes out onto Big Beard. He's got a slide, uses that crowd surfer to go right through the wall.
Crowd surfer, yes.
I knew that would excite you, Kai.
You don't see that too often. Come on, ooh, Falset just dashing out of the ETC slide. That's going to be in big trouble over there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Diva Bomb has been committed onto Mariner 005. Stays used to avoid any damage coming out from there. They are also fighting on point. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there's a lot of action breaking down there too. With the Junkrat concussion mines, it's so hard. Like, he can just boot people on and off like constantly. But Chez makes, oh, he might be in a bit of trouble over here. No, but a great root coming out from that Malfurion. Oh, ETC, yeah. Oh no, Rock Your World push big behind with the concussion mine right in tower range, and he is going to go down. That was unfortunate.
That was a very sneaky play by the dude. He had thrown out a concussion mine earlier that was sitting in that left bush. It went off, but the cooldown was already back up for him to throw out another one. So you could forgive Rock Your World for the positioning on there, because he thought that the cooldown was down because he had just gotten booped, but concussion mine went out, he didn't see it, and he got booped back into the towers. Another big kill. 4-0 right now for House of Chez.
Yeah.
They get the first Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Falset picked up that kill on the Tassar in the mid lane there, and then jumped into the dragon, and now took the dragon to the top lane. I was like, no, why go to the top lane? Top, you can't win from top. But he only went to go ahead and destroy the Sippy Cup, and then makes his rotation down to that mid lane. That's actually a really, really good play, because now Diva can't stay in lane and fight and challenge the Dahaka, because if she gets low, she has to fall all the way back or make a rotation to mid to kind of tap from there and then get back into the lane. But it's an early Dragon Knight. 4-minute Dragon Knight is not going to do much, but I feel like they did get good value out of it.
Yeah, the Dragon Knight is purely a sieging tool. It is not good at team fighting. Rock Your World going to be in position to slide. They get a little bit of CC out onto Caribou, but he still should be able to walk out somewhat easily. Alberto doing a decent amount of damage to Chesmix, and now it's actually Rock Your World in trouble. He's going to have to back out.
Yep. There we go. Both teams kind of very assertive on what they're doing there. Siege camp has been started by Roll1Esports. Maybe thinking about going in there, but then they have their own siege camp to secure. So Falstad and Malfurion are going to work on that one there.
About a level lead right now, a little more than a level right now, actually, for House of Chez. As they pick up their level 10s, we're going to see Mighty Gust, Twilight Dream, Riptire, Isolation, and May still holding on. We'll see if that's Avalanche or Ice Wall here soon.
I feel like you should go Ice Wall here. Ice Wall would do them wonders. Ice Wall.
You're the expert.
Yeah, catch a couple. Oh no, he went Avalanche.
Avalanche.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, more zoning tools. They really like to be able to control when they do or don't fight.
Yeah.
They've got, again, multiple zoning tools this game to be able to really try to dictate that. Well, going to be grabbed down bot lane. Nice get on the side of House of Chez.
I like the way they're playing. It's kind of funny because they're taking out like small aspects of the game. Oh, all right. Falstad flying all the way top ASAP. I just saw him like come in there, but Zad zooming out on the D.Va's Meg. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Tassadar just standing into the blizzard there. Black hole thrown out. Avalanche Juice on Tassadar as well. Oh, what a boop. The concussion mine pushes Tassadar over the wall. Tassadar is going to go down. Great pick coming out from the side of House of Chez as the heroics that was picked up on Roll1Esports. We got the mosh pit. I want to see a good mosh pit. Micro missiles, black hole, blink heal, and we have salvo. I believe it's well, purification salvo. Yep.
Yeah, another great play by the dude. He is really being the dude right now. But meanwhile, Flash coming down again. The globals really giving a good rotational advantage as the Gust zoning a couple, but now the Flash getting kind of low. It's going to get hit by that purification salvo. That's going to be enough there to finish him off in that mosh pit as well. And not quite enough to get anything else, but they get the fall stat down at least here.
Yep, I like it. The fall stat going down there was perfect. It was a nice mosh pit. He caught 2 people. I thought he had tried to use it a little bit earlier, but he didn't actually. It was kind of like a fake. Yeah, that was real good. I was like, oh, he's gonna mosh that in the bush, and it was like, oh no, he doesn't. He just waits for it, and then he goes.
No, he probably just hit slash dance. It looked like he was moshing.
Yeah, it looked right. It was like, haha, got you guys. Bruiser camp at the bot is available to be taken right now, but once again, Junkrat with his annoying concussion mines. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, you see Dahaka and D.Va going at it. Falstad into that top lane, pushing that one in. He has control of the top beacon. The rotation is coming towards mid. Nope, they go back down bottom.
Yeah, right now, switching back and forth here on the shrines, and up top, still owned by House of Chez. We'll have to see if D.Va can challenge that at all. If Sad can get that back for Roll1. Good damage coming out from micro missiles. Is Mariner gonna kind of position to defend up on top there?
Yeah, that's very good damage coming out from D.Va.
Level 13's still online here. Coming in soon though for Roll1 as Flash grabbing the bruisers up top.
They're waiting. They're waiting. They're playing it patiently.
Yeah, right now they've got the advantage. They don't really need to push the issue too much. You know, you'd like to see them take a little bit of, oh, another big boop looks like down bot. And Velvet just barely going to get to the other side of that concussion mine. Yeah, the dude has really been making life hard for Roll1Esports right now.
Yeah, those concussion mines are oh my god, they're so good. Like, they're well placed, and the thing is that you can see where the mine is too, but it doesn't make a difference because he always catches you off guard. It was very well played by the dude. But here, ETC coming in from the flank. If he gets a good slide on there we go. The mosh to follow. Oh, the gust to break that mosh to get the Hawk out. Well played by the Falstad. He used barrel roll to get out of the mosh so he doesn't get caught in it, and then they committed the gust to it as well. Falstad's now gonna fly down to the mid lane there to stop the channel. D.Va Meg doesn't go down here. Yep, D.Va Meg goes down.
That also canceled the phase shift from Brightwing, so now no healer available as Rock Your World gets low. No cleanse, no heals available. Couldn't pixie dust them.
Yeah.
That death onto the mech actually really flipping that fight around quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Did you see how far ETC's body went flying after like the blizzard fit? Oh god! I was like, wait, what?
Well, all mechanics are a little weird in this game, but that's pretty funny. Yeah.
16's online.
You should see a Chromie body fly one time.
Oh my god, that's like a little tiny one. It just flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Jeez. But 16's online now for House of Chez, and this performance coming out from House of Chez is like, all right, we're here to play. This is our game style. You know, it feels like Roll1Esports is playing to the tune that House of Chez is basically wanting them to play at. They're playing their game, and they're making Roll1Esports play their game. They have constant pressure in the lanes. They have real estate value. They have more structures up than Roll1Esports does. But at the end of it all, at the end of it all, once you come down to that late game, it's only D.Va. Oh my god, D.Va getting caught out in that mid lane and is going to go down. I feel bad for D.Va. She got caught there pretty bad.
Yeah, there's that global advantage again. You can kind of turn a 1v1 into a 3v1 really, really fast for Roll1Esports, and that's kind of what we continue to see. They are able to play this rotational game and get all kinds of advantages here on Dragonshire.
Yep, 100%, 100%. But like I say, late game, one team fight, and things can change so fast on this map because you don't need to clear every single lane. Generally, when you're playing this lane, bot lane is your win condition, right? That's where you want to go. But I have seen teams win from the top lane as well, so it's not too bad if you want to take that or not. But once again, one good team fight and things can change real fast.
Yeah, I would have to look at actual statistics, but just eyeballing it, I would bet that 80 to 90% of Dragonshire games end with both top keeps still intact. It's because of that death bridge. You can't sustainably take a fight there if you're on the other side. You don't want to fight there. It's not a good place to try and enter and exit from. So, and the one camp does rotate there, but 3 camps rotate in the bot, so it just makes sense to. Try to win through the bot lane on this map.
Yeah, there's another concussion mine, and D.Va thrown off to the other side. 18's online now, so even talent tiers, let's see how they go ahead and close this out. Can Roll1Esports... Oh, as I say that, a concussion mine goes off.
Rock Your World is on the flank, though. Gonna slide in, gonna hit the mosh on 1, but the concussion mine comes in again. Silence coming down from that Twilight Dream, and once again, Rock Your World getting his world rocked here and goes down 8-1 in the kill counter. And again, great engage potential there, just completely messed up by the dude.
Yep, no, it was also very, very well played by Chez, because as soon as that mosh came out, he stepped just a little forward, not to get caught in the mosh, and then he avalanched the back line there to push them even further. So there was no follow-up for Rock Your World, and he was just stuck there all alone by himself. They did commit Gust to that too. Falstad gusted him out of the mosh there. But nonetheless,
placement tools made all the better because of those isolation tools. You're right. Tassadar getting caught out in the mid makes this an even tougher. Tassadar, their main defense against the Dragon Knight. Gonna make this even tougher now.
Yep, 100%, 100%. And this keep's not. I don't think this keep survives here.
Yeah, I'm not sure the core survives here either. 50% right now on the core. Nice job by the dude kicking away the Phoenix, who really is the only one that can deal reliable damage to this Dragon Knight. And they're going to start to look at the core. Dragon Knight is getting a little bit low. Death timer's not too high here. 10 seconds before Tassadar comes back. But there is the mighty Gust. Rock Your World sliding in. Doesn't quite have Mosh back yet. He's getting kind of low. But for now, House of Chez is going to back off. I think in the better part of Valor here this early in the game, pre-15 minutes. The core is still going to shred, but they get 18% on the core and they get that mid keep.
Yep, and they steal the siege camp as well. Looking at the storm talents that they picked up, we got Wind Tunnel, we've got Life Bloom, we've got Extra Oomph, we got Flash Freeze, and we got Contagion.
Yeah, the Contagion going to be interesting as well. We'll see how well Roll1 can avoid grouping here to really give that. But that could be a real game changer. You get a few members caught in that isolation, and it can really turn a team fight.
Yep, very true, very true.
Position that we've seen Roll1Esports in before. Damage on the core, a little bit behind. It's like you said, a couple of good team fights. You know, it could really make a difference here. Bottom lane almost done with that fort. So one good team fight could see the bottom keep go down. Another good team fight could see the game end.
Yep. That was a great wall come out from Tassadar, followed with a black hole there, but I forgot to
The poly,
I was looking, yeah.
the poly on the wheel, that was great. It was almost enough to take it down, but yeah, now the cooldown reduction playing a factor there. Hit it on 3 heroes, and he gets one instantly back again.
Yep. So this is House of Chess's game to lose at this point in time. But Roll1 has to work real hard to kind of make a comeback into this one. It's so close to Storm Talents. Let's go. There we go.
Yeah, they'll get the level 20s in time for the defense here. We're going to see the phase shift coming out onto Rock Your World, but a big stun coming out. Only one going to get isolated, but that's enough for them to take down the Tassadar and the Phoenix. Mosh Pit once again interrupted there by the dude. He has been the dude the entire time. Deathmosh coming out, but it's too little, too late, as it's a 3-for-0 exchange. House of Chez is going to channel the Dragon Knight. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the beginning of the end, as it looks like House of Chez is going to secure themselves the win in game number 2 and even out the series here going into game 3.
Man, they're really going after D.Va. Jeez. Poor D.Va. Oh my god. And there we have it. I think this is going to be it. The only sole survivor on the side of Roll1Esports is going to be Brightwing. It's a little too much to ask for a Brightwing to kind of defend 1v5 with a Dragon Knight there available as well. So like you said, Jay, this is going to be it. Game number 2 is going to go in favor of Team House of Chez. GG's, well played. All right, so we got a best of 3 so far.
We
got a series. All right, let me update this real quickly here. All right, blue 1 for 1. Good thing this is like a best of 5, you know. I don't know if it'll go to 5 games, but if it does, that'd be amazing. But we got to drink a lot of water for that, though. But getting back on to the stats, we see Falstad addition at 156k siege damage, 49k hero damage coming out for that. Junkrat only had 1 kill, 9 assists though, 0 deaths. Falstad being reported for throwing. He died once. 5 kills, 5 assists, 1 death. 65k healing coming out from that Malfurion. I love the way Junkrat played. Like, even though like statistic wise, like yeah, he had like the highest damage, like hero damage coming out from his team, but he did so much more in that game. These stats don't justify how well he played. But on the side of Roll1Esports, we see a D.Va putting out 145k siege damage, 51k hero damage, 48k healing coming out from that Brightwing. 14-1. Felt like a domination there. They played it really well on the side of House of Chez. Here are the talent tiers. Once again, if you'd like to copy them or if you'd want to criticize them, go ahead, drop a comment in the chat and we shall see how it goes. But Jay, thoughts on game number 2?
I mean, it's pretty simple, Kai. In game number 1, Roll1Esports rolled something like a 14 or 15. You know, it was good enough to win that game number 1 in a close series, but this game they rolled a 2. You know, sometimes you just don't roll high enough. No, but seriously, just a very well thought out and well planned game from House of Chez. They got what they wanted in the draft, which was a lot of mobility, a lot of macro control, and they executed not only in that, but also in the team fighting and in the picks. They were just able to rotate around, get very key picks in very key places, dominate the macro, and just kind of played patiently. It was very well done. Roll1Esports just didn't really have an answer to that throughout the game. They had a couple of bright spots where they were able to get a little bit of siege and stay in the game for a bit, but just overall very dominant performance in this game too. And now we'll get to see a little bit of mental fortitude on the other side. Can Roll1Esports come out of a game like that, not get tilted, and continue playing on competitively in the series?
Yep, fair enough. Yep, I 100% agree with that. It basically just tests your nerves, right? Like, going into it. They know it's a best of 5, so I would still want to win a best of 5 as a 3-0 and dominate a series, but man, oh man, these two teams are champions. They know what they've signed up for. Both of these teams coming out from a best of 5 in their individual divisional finals, so they're prepared to go the distance if need be. And by the looks of it, even though Rock Your World said that it doesn't really matter whether they win or lose, I feel like they're playing to win. I feel like, you know, they're like nah, like we're gonna put our all. And House of Chess just came in swinging from game number 1. Like, man, they showed like they want it. But once again, the question comes down to who wants it more. But for right now, for us, we're just going to take a quick short break before game number 3 comes up, and we will catch you guys in a second. I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Stick around. Game number 3. Reason? There we go. Okay, my mic's back. We are back. Okay, so quick short break there. We're trying to figure things out. But here we go. Here are the map picks and bans once again. We are going to Braxis for game number 3. For those of you guys joining us a little bit later in the during the match. We had game number 1 played on Infernal Shrines. It was picked by House of Chez, won by Roll1Esports. Game number 2 was played on Dragon Shire, picked by Roll1Esports, won by House of Chez. Game number 3 now we are going to Braxis Hold Out. Band maps, as you can see at the bottom: Cursed Hallow, Garden of Terror, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Towers of Doom. Those are the ones that have been banned out. I personally do not like Braxis. I just don't. It doesn't work for me. Casters are, all right, just let them know that the casters are ready and we are good to go. How do you feel about Braxis, Jay?
Practice throw up is my nickname for this map. I'm not a big fan. It does share some similarities with Dragonshire. The macro is a little bit easier to wrap your head around here on Braxis than it is on Dragonshire. But overall, this map not as popular. You can get a little bit more cheesy with some of the strats, but for Roll1Esports, I have 2 words. Ban Junkrat.
Ban Junkrat. Yeah, Junkrat could be really annoying on this map. Once again, it's a 2-lane map, right? But we got beacons. It's an objective that can go on forever and ever and ever. But once you get the objective, these objectives they get really strong as we go later into the game. So we're gonna and Junkrat can just keep throwing those concussion mines, as we saw in game number 1 as well. Game number 2. On the beacons, Junkrat kept throwing the concussion mines every single time somebody came on it. Boom, just booped them off. So I don't know if they are going to ban it over here or not. There we go. As we said, there comes out that ban. So we got Tigers banned out, Li Ming banned out, and we got Junkrat banned out. So all DPS gone. We're only gonna
expect the Sonya ban to come out here as the second ban for House of Chez. Tychus, the number 2 played hero with 10 games in the regular season for Roll1Esports at 90% win rate.
Wow.
And Sonya, 8 games at an 87.5% win rate. Those have been the bans in the first 2 games, and those will be bans here in the third games as House of Chez sticking with the strat that they brought here today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it. Like, throughout the series, we're not going to see any Tychus, and we're not going to see any Sonya. I just feel like that's it. Malfurion going to be the first pick coming up from the side of Roll1Esports. No Brightwing. Although I would have liked Brightwing here, because Brightwing, once again, can easily turn the advantage. Turns a 1v1 into a 2v1 almost immediately. But Roll1Esports opting not to go with that. Uh-oh. But they didn't ban Lunara, so Lunara was open and Flash snagged it.
Yeah, this is a really good map for Lunara. The constant damage, being able to really pressure people off of these control points. You want sustain here on Braxis Holdout. You want to be able to fight on these points as long as humanly possible. So Malfurion, a really good pick for Roll1, as he is very good at the sustained healing. And a Nubarak Rexar. So Nubarak also pretty good at the sustained game, but also really strong CC chain for Roll1. But Rexar, I think, is the main pickup there. They get their solo lane here before the next ban phases come out, and Rexar able to hold that point with Misha while still soaking the lane and pressuring the solo laner in lane. Gives you a nice little advantage in the macro game here on Braxis.
Yeah, definitely. Tasks are getting banned out as well. So there goes that wave clear there. But Mei has been played 3 times now. So I don't know. Like there are a bunch of other characters that I would like to see on this map, and maybe a Garrosh come out. But we have a Nubarak that has 50 billion CCs on him and his kid. But I'm still curious to see if Chez would play someone else other than the Mei.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to wait to find out. Falstad
is
going to be banned out here. That game played both in games 1 and 2 by House of Chez. So right now, 2 different draft strategies. House of Chez sticking with their strats for the bans. Roll1Esports adjusting it every game. We'll have to see long-term what the effects of that are. We'll see that in hindsight, but right now I like Roll1's ability to kind of change things around based on the situation. We'll see how effective those bans end up being.
Yep, 100%. Orphea coming out. I really like Orphea. If you can play an Orphea, big on you. And I feel like the dude is somebody who rocks an Orphea. I don't know what his stats are if you want to look that up on the Orphea and how many times they picked it. But Deckard Cain coming out as well. Stay a while and listen. Old man tells too many stories. But he definitely can't put you to sleep with those. Oh wow, we got Ragnaros and Phoenix coming out once again for Alberto. Didn't have much of an impact in game number 2 with that one on Dragonshire. We'll see how it works out on Brax's holdout. But I have seen some combos kind of where they go the other one, the blast. I forget what it's called.
Well, a lot of people call it the meme beam, but
yeah, the meme beam.
Official name, we'll call it the Planet Cracker.
Planet Cracker, that's what it is. Planet Cracker. But okay, Leoric is going to be that final pick coming up from Mariners this time. All right, and there you have, ladies and gentlemen, those are the 2 lineups. We got Lunara, May, Orphea, Deckard Cain, and Leoric going up against Malfurion, Anubarak, Rexar, Ragnaros, and Phoenix. All right, once again, if any of the mods are there and would like to start up a prediction, go ahead and do so right now. But we will catch you guys in fray for game number 3. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in game number 3. Brax's hold out starting off on the left-hand side in the blue trunks. We got Flash this time on Lunara, Caribou on Deckard, the dude playing Orphea, Mariner on 005 on the Leoric, and we have Chez Mix playing the May. That is your squad in blue. House of Chez.
Meanwhile, on the right, in the red trunks, we've got Rock Your World on the Anubarak, Big Beard on the Rexar, Velvet on the Malfurion, Alberto on the Phoenix, and we've got Zad on the Ragnaros. Your C-West champions, Roll1Esports.
Roll, let's go. All right, both these squads meeting up in the bot lane. No shenanigans. Leo goes straight to the top. Ragnaros goes straight to top. They did keep the Rexar in the 4-man. So with Misha counting as half a hero, that's a 4.5 versus 4 in the bot lane.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup, first of all. Going kind of double bruiser on the front side here. Right away, Misha taking a bunch of damage, but the stun comes out on the Chez Mix. But this does mean that they're a little flexible. They can start with the Rag up top and see how he does against the Leo. And then they can actually choose to change that later. If Big Beard wants to go get a camp, Rexar are very well known for being able to camp, and right now it actually looks like Roll1 is going to try to flip the script here and maybe look for a pick. No, they're just going to go straight onto the siege camp. Okay, going straight to the macro play here for Roll1Esports.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna set up a kill there too. That would have been real nice. Get a pick, then go on to the camps, but they're like, nah, we're just gonna go camps. And House of Chez doing the exact same thing, moving on to their siege camp, securing that. So that's gonna add a bit of pressure into that bot lane for Rexar to clear out. But there is a rotation coming top lane now, where they go on to the Lyric using his Wraith block to get away, and he'll be safe. He lives to see another day.
Yeah, so they're going to leave Rexar on the bot side, and instead it's the 4-man up top for Roll1. We'll see how House of Chez wants to adjust to this to try and answer to the bit of counterplay that we're seeing Roll1 throw out here.
Yeah, I like it. Keep them guessing what the off lane is. Because they got 2 off laners, so they can leave one top, leave one bottom. 3-man can play that rotational game coming out there. But beacons are on line. We see that the bottom one has been taken by over. Oh, wait, no, there's a big fight coming out onto the top lane. Leo getting caught out. The stun coming out from the Anubarak. Leo makes it out, but Ragnaros return kill. Bloodlust going in favor of Team House of Chez. It's going to be Rag that falls. First pick.
Yeah, the first blood coming out for House of Chez, but that was a full rotation. So all 5 are up in the top. That leaves Rexar solo down bot, so he was able to get the beacon back, prevent any charge from being grabbed there up top. And now we've got the script completely flipped as the 4-mans are up top and the solo laners down bot. I don't know what's happening here, Kai. It's Wacky Wednesday. It's backwards. It's opposite day.
It's opposite day. Very true. Very true. But yeah, that is I'm really curious about this second ability, level 4 ability, Slush Ball, that Mei has taken, because that helps. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second as the root catches onto the Mei. Mei uses her Cry of Freeze to kind of get out of any of the damage coming out there. But the front wall in the top lane is gone. Channel points going towards or objective percentage going towards House of Chess. We are already at 60% almost. Rocket World gets picked off once again in the top lane, and they are going to fall back. Objective number 1 probably going to go in favor of Team House of Chess. But yeah, coming back to what I was saying, Slush Ball shuts down the towers and stuff like that for like 3 seconds. So very interesting. Don't see that being picked a lot, but 100% when 100% of the objective going towards House of Chess. So that's going to be a big push coming out in the top lane.
Now we're about to see a little bit of the value that Zad's going to give us here, as the Molten Core is going to come out up top. This is going to allow them to defend this point pretty well, and actually Mei getting caught out a little bit too far. I was going to comment earlier that Rock Your World may be getting a little bit impatient on the point, but a little bit impatience there from House of Chez, pushing it a little bit too far with that Molten Core available. Fort is still going to go down, though, mostly because of that damage they had secured earlier onto this top lane, Kai.
Yep, definitely. Objective cleaned out, but the value that they got good value out of that, and then they fall back. Now we'll see how House of Chess plays this. They are going to rotate towards the bottom siege camp as well as Rock Your World. I think they were thinking about their siege camp, but I think they're going to go on their Bruiser camp.
Secure a little bit of aid for that bottom lane, but I liked the alternate strategy coming out from Roll1. You know, if you don't think, oh, Big Beard is in all kinds of trouble here.
Ooh.
No way he makes it out. So another big pick here, as Poison will get him eventually.
Yeah, there you go.
For a second there, I saw a potion come through. I was like, oh, the potion? Oh, no, wait, that's... Never mind. The other team.
Deckard was trying to bait him. He's like, here you go, potion.
Here, have this potion.
I like that. I like that. That was a good one. But Anubarak jumps in the middle of 4 heroes and now gets stunned out by the Blizzard, but he walks behind his wall, so he's okay.
But anyway, I liked the counterplay. If you don't feel like you can beat them in a team fight, you got to throw some kind of macro, some kind of curveball at them. But all the credit to House of Chez. They recognized it quickly, they adjusted on the fly, and now they're back in control of this game right now. Half-level lead, structure advantage, and now they're pressuring in the bot lane as well.
Yep, and once again, the off lane now has become the top lane. The Rexar left alone at top. Ragnaros now part of the 4-man and the bottom lane. Yeah, House of Chez is playing this really, really well. Everything kind of...
Now camp's going to be started on the top side of the map. On both sides.
30 seconds to beacon, for the beacons to come up there. We see House of Chess burning down their Bruiser camp. We see Roll1Esports burning down their siege camp. Pressure coming, lane pressure coming on both sides, but Anubarak looking to be a little bit aggressive and move in aggressively on that, but that already secured the Bruiser camp, so fell back. It's going to be a 4-man top, so now the bottom lane is the off lane as Ragnaros gets caught there 1v3 in a lot of trouble over here. I don't think Zad makes it out. Nope, he just auto attacked to that slow and steady. His life just went away.
Well, up top, Roll1 getting a little bit of siege, but it's not going to quite offset, I think, the overall effect of that pick. By the way, level 10's now in for the side of House of Chez, as we're going to see Leaping Strike along with the Stay a While and Listen. We've got Crushing Jaws, Avalanche, and there is the Entomb.
Oof. Big level 10s,
Yeah.
big level 10s.
And they're looking to use them. The hard rotation coming down bot here.
Yep. Oh my god, Malfurion getting caught and gets destroyed there ASAP. Avalanche takes them out of the stay a while and listen, but it's not gonna matter as the Entomb catches them. Rexar goes down, Malfurion's down, Cocoon on to Decker, but I don't think the Rock makes it out of here. He goes down as well. 3 quick picks coming out in favor of Team House of Chez. That rotation was actually surprising because Anubarak was waiting on the other side expecting that they would rotate from there, but they came from the backside and they just wrecked Roll1 from there. Very well played by House of Chess, and that's going to allow them to secure this boss.
I'm glad you explained that so thoroughly, Kai, because I had to cover my eyes. I couldn't watch. That's a tough moment. But meanwhile, boss going to be picked up here, scouted out by Misha, but not up in time are the members of Roll1. They've got their ults now, though. We'll see if they can do anything about this, as they're gonna have to defend against this Archangel marching down the bot lane.
Yeah, big one. But going over the heroic talents, but they're gonna start a fight. I'll wait for it. Well, hold on. Blizzard drops. Misha goes in. Misha wants some blood. Boars is out as well. They're slowed. There comes a Rube. Nope, Misha goes down. Anubarak jumps in as well. The 1 stun, the 2nd stun. Stay a while and listen, catching 2 of them. Crushing Jaws on top of that. Catching the 2, but that's going to be about it. Yeah, that's about it. We got Cocoon. We got Unleash the Boards. We got Twilight Dream. We got Purification Salvo. And we have Lava Wave.
Twilight Dream coming out on the top side. Rock Your World going to go down. Not quite enough damage to take down Chez Mix, the dude up top, trying to pressure Zad back. Big Beard really low. And once again, coming out on top of another team fight here, House of Chez, and now they've got their full Zerg wave marching down the bottom lane, ready to get some damage here. This is going to be a lava wave, going to come and deal a decent amount of damage to the Zerg wave, and they still should have Molten Core available for the keep defense as well here.
Yep, 100%. We'll see how they play this in the defense. Does he pop Molten Core right away, or do they think that they can defend it without the Molten Core there? Front wall is going down.
It gets to the keep, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta pop it soon, though. They gotta be careful. The dude does have Crushing Jaws nearly available. There it is, though.
Yeah, but the Zerg wave did make it through. Nonetheless, they can still clear it out, so that's fine. Rotation coming out now from House of Chess as they move towards the top lane. I think they're going to pick up these camps as they make their way to top. No, they're not going to pick those. They'll just take theirs. Stay for play. Yeah. I like it.
A little more than a 2-level lead right now, and again, huge structure advantage right now for House of Chez. No reason for them to really risk anything right now. No reason for them to be too hyper aggro. They've been very good in these last couple games of playing patiently, but also taking advantage when they've had the opportunities to do so. They've been playing very smart and very clean. Yeah. I had mentioned in that game 1, everything was a little bit reckless, for both sides. And after losing that game number 1, I think House of Chez has really settled into a much cleaner and much neater play style, and it's really working for them right now.
Yeah. Once again, I like the way that Roll1Esports started off, the 1-3-1, constantly making them think where the offlane was and making them adjust to it. But House of Chess really completely decimated that concept. They were the ones that started calling the shot and making their rotations and forcing Roll1Esports to play their game. So I really like that kind of from House of Chess to take control over the game. They won both objectives so far. Another fight bringing out over here. Avalanche catching just the Rexar. It's a defensive one. Cocoon coming out onto Orphea. Whoa, there is the Entomb over there. Lava Wave as well. Anubarak dives deep. They do get the Orphea. Orphea goes down now. What else can they get out of the... Oh, that was a great...
Yeah, they had Rexar dead to rights there, Kai. But actually, Chesmix kind of saving him with that Avalanche. He was going to get stunned. But the Avalanche kind of pushed him to safety. Now Mariner's going to go down. So that is exactly what the doctor ordered here for Roll1Esports. They get a double kill right before the beacons activate. And now they should be able to rotate around the map, get these beacons activated, start to get closer to 16, and they've got an entire half a level here before House of Chess can get the 16 advantage.
Yeah, 100%. And they have it in Anubarak. They can siege If they want to, they have an Anubarak there. They do see 2 members at top, but Ragnaros and Malfurion are top 2. Leaping strikes used on the Ragnaros to kind of force them off. They do come Jake. Oh, they give up bottom. They go top. Probably gonna get top point. Yep. I think they were looking for a fight there.
Yeah, they were, but
100%,
again,
yeah.
good macro sense from House of Chez, rotating away from those outnumbered fights. Meanwhile, pretty early Cocoon. It's going to hit on... we're going to see the roots come out immediately with the sleep. The double stuns come out from Rock Your World, but they're trying to turn this around. Big damage onto Rock Your World. He's going to have to walk away from this, but he's not going to be able to. That's a big kill. Maybe get a double kill, make it a triple, as 3 go down, and what was a possibly decent engage for Roll1 gets completely turned on its head there by House of Chez.
Completely. 3.5 for none. And that's going to allow them to now secure the boss. So very, very well played by House of Chez. Those rubies, I saw 1,000,000 rubies there. Man, literally went from like 0 HP to like 5,000 HP ASAP. She came back up to full hell. That was ridiculous. Like, they poured everything into killing that Mei. But look, the Mei is still alive. Deckard Cain, the old man, coming in clutch.
Yeah, rubies in a corridor. There's nothing sweeter for a healer.
Fair enough. That was a great fight in favor of House of Chez. I feel bad for Roll1Esports though. They played it out perfectly. It just did not work out in their favor. And now objective number 3. This is the third one. I believe third one, fourth one. Third one. I think third one. Yeah. Goes in a favor of House of Chez, and this one is going to hurt a little bit. 17 to 15, a level advantage as well for House of Chez. Roll1Esports currently in big trouble as that boss is marching down top lane as well. So you got to defend the boss, you got to defend an entire Zerg wave, and you got to defend 5-man coming out. Molten Core popped right away, Lava Wave as well. Trying to negate as much damage as possible, but everybody's in there. And Tomb comes out onto the Leoric. Leoric just stuck there. Blizzard dropped on top of it. Leaping strike to quickly kill off the Rexar. Anubarak goes back in. The root comes out. Stay a while in the sin. The Anubarak only one caught there. Crushing Jaws as well. Rock Your World is going to fall over there. Malfurion goes down as well. Great avalanche pushing the Ragnaros back. Rag is going to go down. The silence comes out. The bind comes out. Purification salvo popped as well, but I think this is going to be it. GG's are called. Phoenix cannot do anything at this point in time. What a game number 3.
Yeah, very clean play coming out from House of Chez as they're now going to take the lead in the series 2-1, and here on Brax's holdout, and even the leaping strike at the end, very well done, good style, and very well played. I was about defense for Roll1 there. They had an opportunity with Lava Wave and Molten Core to maybe keep the game going, but with Boss just shredding through that Molten Core and getting the quad kill, like if everybody had stayed alive from Roll1 back to the core part of that defense, they might have been able to defend that and keep the game going. But it's so hard on Braxis. You got the giant wave. That boss just shreds structures or Molten Cores in that case, and able to execute it very well there.
Yeah, very good execution coming out from House of Chez. But like I said during the game as well, I like the way they adjusted. Their adjustment to take advantage of what Roll1Esports was trying to do with the 1-3-1 with 3-man rotation, constantly keeping them on their toes to know which one was going to be offlane, and they completely decimated that plan. And you saw the momentum swing, and Braxis is a map where once you lose momentum, it's so hard to make a comeback in it, and we saw a perfect example of it, of how House of Chez did that. They swung, momentum wasn't on their side to begin with because it felt like Roll1Esports was calling the shots, but then once they took control, it was just all House of Chez every single time. Even that big team fight that took place where they like Roll1Esports perfectly caught the Mei, but then the rotation coming out from House of Chez, and they turned that one around where they got 3.5 kills, allowing them to get that boss and put up so much more pressure on to Roll1Esports. It was tough. It was tough. But very, very well played by House of Chess. Let's go over some of the stats over here. We see Lunara putting out 48k siege damage, 5 kills, 10 assists, 0 deaths. Very well played. Deckard Cain just doing Deckard Cain things, being a pest. At 61k healing coming out, saving people from the brink of death, putting people to sleep for no reason. 1 kill, 14 assists, 0 deaths over there, and 60k siege damage coming out from that Leoric. On the side of Roll1Esports, we see Phoenix putting out 32k hero damage. I would have thought he would have gone Planet Cracker, but he did not. He went with Purification Salvo. A little disappointed, but that's okay. No problem. Ragnaros doing what he does. 105k siege damage and 33k healing coming out from the Malfurion. About half of what, a little bit less than half of what Deckard Cain did there. Here are the talent tiers. We didn't quite make it to the Storm talents, but if you like, you know, you guys can copy these builds, you can criticize these builds, whatever you would like to do, go ahead and do so. Jay, what do you think Roll1Esports would need to do at this point in time? They are down 1 game now. Certainly not out of it, but the next game could determine whether House of Chess becomes the grand final champions, or Roll1Esports fight back and we go into game number 5. So if you were on Roll1Esports, what would you be talking to them right now in the locker room about?
Well, before I do that, Kai, actually, I think I figured out the audio problem. For some reason, there's a difference in my audio levels between when we're in game and when we're not in game. I don't know if that's like a scene thing or what, but apparently I'm really quiet when we're not in game.
There we go. Let me see if I fixed that. I think this should work now. Maybe.
Alrighty. Yeah. Hopefully I'm back. But yeah, you know, what it really comes down to, I think, is what comes down to a lot of Heroes of the Storm that people don't talk about enough, which is fundamentals. You know, you got to remember what got you here in the first place. You know, that good consistent play, good rotations, that clean play that House of Chez has fallen back on in these last couple of games. Roll1Esports now needs to take a step back and start doing the things that brought you here in the first place. Mm-hmm. They got caught out on a lot of rotations in that last game. Like I said, a little bit sloppy in terms of those rotations and how they performed on the back half. Right, they were in that for most of the game. They had a good start and a good strategy, but once House of Chez made that adjustment, Roll1Esports started to play a little bit sloppy in that last one. We saw a little bit of that in Dragonshire as well, where they weren't quite able to keep up with the rotational synergy from all the globals that they had. So I feel like if Roll1Esports can just get back to basics, I think that they could still come back in the series. And this is a pretty good map for it. We're going to go to Battlefield of Eternity for game number 4. So this one, not as heavy macro pressure, more based into team fighting and being able to dominate in the race game. So this one is definitely a lot simpler a map to be able to wrap your head around, not as macro oriented. So this is, I think, where Roll1 would want to try to get back to basics and start to come back in the series.
Yep, 100% agree. 100% agree. Battlefield of Eternity, another 2-map lane. We'll see how these guys play that one out. I'm just going to let them know that the casters are ready so that they don't have to wait for us to go into it. But this might be it. Roll1Esports might make a comeback on this map and take us maybe to a game number 5, or maybe House of Chess closes out. We don't go to a game number 5, but we're just about ready to get going. And I would like to see Roll1Esports like come back, bounce back, you know, take us to a game number 5. I would really like to see that. But you know, a lot of the auto attack heroes, they're banned out. Who would you think, or who would you like to see? Do they let the Falstad through again? Or do they ban the Falstad out? Do they ban the Li Ming out? Those are heroes that could potentially do a lot of damage to those immortals. But I'm very curious to see how this turns out to be, because technically all the heroes that are banned out are like great heroes for Battlefield of Eternity.
Yeah, and the two main that come to mind as good racers, Vala and Raynor, not available today because of their reworks recently. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Lunara comes to mind as as a decent racer that we've seen them play very effectively in that game too, and has been banned out routinely through the series from Roll1. So kind of expect a Lunara ban. Junkrat is not a bad racer, but his displacement on this map is typically not as effective as it is on those heavy rotational maps like Braxis or Dragonshire. So they might ban that out. But the big one I expect them to ban out also is the Li Ming. Li Ming's a very good racer here. She doesn't suffer from a lot of the weaknesses on this map as she does from other maps, like having to have heavy wave clear for giant waves, like on Braxis. Uh-oh. And it looks like maybe we, wrong team draft. I was about to say, I was surprised when I saw that it was map picked by House of Chez, because this is the kind of map that Roll1 would want. And it turns out, yes, they did take map pick, and first pick is going over to House of Chez.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good catch on their part, though. Good catch on their part, though. Yep.
Nice and quick.
Yep. And now we just wait for who's missing from
drop E.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had to drop to cancel that, so we just got to get the drop person back in here.
Shouldn't take that long. They should hop in over here.
Oh,
yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see who they're gonna go with for this map. Maybe, let's see, Artanis comes out as an offlaner. Artanis very strong on this as well. We haven't seen any of them play it. I don't know if either of the team do rock an Artanis, but that would be good to pull out an Artanis here. Falstad once again comes to mind if they do let it through, like you said, Lunara as well. Their Junkrat, maybe, but they can make it work though. You know what I mean? You can make it work. 100%.
I mean, he's not a bad racer because he can poke it from a mile away. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not so much that he does a ton of damage, it's that he does very safe damage.
Yeah,
and that can be difficult to deal with on the other side. But you know what we're not talking about enough is I think the tanks. Again, two major tanks banned out from today being able to play, which is Stitches and the Johanna. And that, again, really only leaves House of Chez with May. So I'd be very interested to see what their answer would be if Roll1 decided to ban out May, and whether or not we would actually be able to see House of Chez adjust to a different tank here for Chez mix in one of these games here.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point as well. But here's the thing, though. Can Roll1 afford to give up that ban to ban out their tank? That's the question. Well, no, immediately they ban out the Lunar.
Yeah,
so
that didn't take long.
That didn't take long. They're like, nothing to it. Lunar is gone. Same ban coming out from the side of House of Chez. They ban out the Sonya. They've been doing that from the beginning of the game. This is game number 4. No Sonya, and I'm assuming that. Oh, they go with Diablo actually. Yeah, that's a good ban. I think maybe now maybe fingers crossed.
Maybe. Now they do have first pick, so they could select the Tychus if they want to choose to deny Tychus from Roll1. He's not the worst racer here, but he's not. This is not a famously strong Tychus map.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe that's just because he's constantly going against Raynor and Vala. So you throw them out of the mix. You know, maybe it's not so bad here, but they are going to go with the Li Ming ban.
Yeah, I like the Li Ming better though, because that Li Ming
hurts. The Tychus pick,
yeah, like I said, Tychus is the first pick that comes out. But that Li Ming orbs though, they hurt so much, and especially if you're on the red side and you have the little chokehold. Like, as much as you know you're not supposed to fight in chokeholds, that's one chokehold that cannot be avoided, like, because the Immortal is right there. Greymane. Forgot about Greymane.
There's someone we didn't talk about. Yeah, how did we forget about Greymane? But Rocket World gonna steal away the May here. So both teams kind of going with that steal strat rather than trying to ban out the other heroes.
Exactly. So there you go. So let's just treat it that May got banned out. Who does Chez play now?
I know what I wanted. House of Chez has to play a different tank. Yep. Let's see what happens.
Finally a different tank.
A Nubarak probably right here.
Yeah, a Nubarak might come out. No, ETC. Okay, yeah. There we go. ETC, I like it. And the dude sticking with the Orphea. Orphea did a lot in game number 2, but Orphea is good on Braxis. You know, like, Orphea is so annoying. We'll see how she does on a Battlefield of Eternity.
Well, what that tells me is that House of Chez may not be looking to race. They may be looking to play the macro game once again and being able to defend.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tougher to pull that off here on this map as it is on some other maps going with a more macro-heavy concept. Usually, you don't win the first objective by going with a defensive strat. You typically get an XP lead going with a defensive strat, and that allows you to win the rest of the game. But we'll have to see how they can perform. Malfurion going to be banned out, so that's another hero that House of Chez has been playing routinely throughout the series that will not be available for them here in game number 4.
Yep, and they're banning out the Tassadar, so there you go. So no Tassadar as well, no Wickler, no damage coming out. But Greymane can do a lot. Greymane can do a lot. Oh, Stukov left open, so why not? And then they get the Mephisto. Okay, I'm liking the side of Roll1Esports so far.
Yeah, Mephisto, something that we saw Flash play in one of the previous games here, so can be pretty influential. We already see Flash having his hero, though, so I don't think that's a steal. I think Mephisto just a good answer and a good combo with Greymane, being able to dive in both with that shade and Greymane being able to dark flight in. You can really nuke down one, and wow, I was wrong.
Oh, boy.
The answer is not A or B, it is C, all of the above, and it's going to be a Nubarak and ETC. If they can't have May, they're going to have 2 tanks, guy.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm thinking that they're going to swap this out. I think Chez is going to play the Anubarak and Mariner is going to play ETC, so we will see an off-lane ETC.
Yeah.
Who does Zad match up the ETC with? Hogger is there. Blaze. Okay, Blaze is there. Why not? We go with Blaze.
A lot of beefy boys in this game.
Yeah.
Which kind of feeds into the Tychus a little bit, but Greymane also having Cursed Bullet available at level 10, so both teams kind of like that percentage damage ability.
Yep, 100%, 100%. But that's going to be it. Both teams have locked in Tychus, Orphea, ETC, Deckard, Kane, Anubarak going up against Greymane, May, Stukov, Mephisto, and Blaze. So we're going to take it to game number 4. Can House of Chez close this one out and secure themselves as grand champions, or does Roll1Esports make a comeback and take us to a game number 5? We'll find out. Let's jump into game number 4. See you in the fray. All right, and here we go. Starting off on the left-hand side in the blue trunks, we got Flash, this time playing the Tychus. Caribou on the Deckard. We got the dude on Orphea, Mariners 005 on the ETC, and Chesmix on the Anubarak. That is your squad in blue. Division D East C East champions, House of Chez.
Meanwhile, on the right, in the red trunks, we've got Rock Your World on the May, Zad on the Blaze, Big Beard on the Mephisto, Velvet on the Stukov, and Alberto on the Greymane. Your C West champions, Roll1Esports.
All right, we see Zad going to... Ooh, look at this 4-man sneaky play is coming out from House of Chez. What are they waiting to do? They're going to take the well there? Are you going there? No, what are you doing?
No, they don't really have anything. They don't really have anything to do that with. Oh, but nice check. Velvet at least checking the bush, but still gonna suffer the consequence. Being a little bit too close. They get the counter kill though, so it's 1 for 1. First blood for House of Chez, but a nice counter kill in response for Roll1.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Healer for tank, front line, no problem. Take it anytime. But good damage coming out from Roll1Esports right now. We're going to keep a close eye on the ETC and the Blaze in the offlane to see how those two are doing there. But we do see a slight rotation coming out from Tychus. He is making his way on towards the top lane. Let's see what they're trying to do there. Oh, no. I thought he would be a little bit more sneaky going to the camp at top, but he doesn't. He just walked through the middle of the lane. I'm pretty sure Zad knows exactly what's happening there.
I'm not sure he showed or not. That would have been very, very close to that vision line.
Yeah, I felt like he swerved a little bit and just because of the chicken.
This guy's got some evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Well, he just listed slightly to the left.
But they're gonna swap out, so that's fine. Siege Camp at bottom, going in favor of Roll1Esports. Siege Camp on top, going in favor of House of Chez. But Blaze in a bit of trouble there on top. We see the ETC and the Tychus kind of burning him down there. But he's okay.
Yeah, as Tychus is wont to do. Root coming out. Big damage on a Big Beard. And he's going to teleport away, but he's coming back. And yeah, the dude saw that coming a mile away. Easy easy cue to take him out there as a second kill now for House of Chez.
That we call a slap. That was a slap. Or if he just waited there. As soon as he came back, he's like,
coming out.
Whoop. Oh, whip. Maybe a whip. I think a whip would go
There
back.
you go.
Like, whoosh. And Mephisto, no more.
Nah, that's Ariel's move. You can't steal Ariel's moves.
Oh, yeah. The whip is Ariel's. That's right. Yeesh. All right, we'll just go with slap. But the countdown for the Immortals has come on, and both teams make their rotation towards their bruiser camps and secure. They actually do go ahead and channel them as well. So the red one is going to go to the top lane. The blue one going to go to that bottom lane. We'll see. Roll1Esports going to clear that out ASAP.
Yeah, both teams going to try to clear these out, but it will be a little bit of an advantage. Actually, no. Actually, it looks like Roll1 going to leave that camp down bot lane. While Mariner is up here top trying to push up against Zad. And for now, it looks like Roll1 going to take the defensive positions up top.
Okay. No, they're making a rotation. Oh, nice combo coming out onto the Nubrak. Nubrak getting caught. He's going to be the first one to go down. Does House of Chez stay here and try to defense or try to get more value in that bot lane? Zad got pretty low in that bot lane there. But I think halftime might go in favor of Roll1Esports. Maybe?
Yeah, Tychus with that minigun has just been shredding Zad throughout this game. Now Flash focusing on Rock Your World, but he doesn't really have the finishing power. You know, Flash going to be able to do a good job doing percentage damage to get them low. But at the end of the day, if the dude's not there to jump in with that Orphea to finish them off, they're not going to be able to secure the kills. But for right now, a decent amount of damage for Roll1 secured on this Immortal as they are going to kind of reset into the defensive position here before they maybe try to push down a bit later.
Yeah, and I like what they did. They all went back, reset, came back, full HP, full mana, ready to take a fight there.
Both off laners soaking, trying to get level 7 here. Alberto, though, going to be the target of a couple of stuns there. Big damage follow. The dude and just barely able to make it away.
Just barely. Very well played. And now they turn their attention towards the Stukov there. Orphea in really deep is chasing. Now might be in a bit of trouble as Raymond turns around. She really wants that Stukov kill. Does get it. Can she make it out? No, she cannot. Blaze closing that one out. And now the chase is on for the Tychus. The Tychus making sure that he gets out there. ETC with the boop to kind of stop them down. Rock Your World, drop it. The Blizzard on top of them. They are taking this fight under the Immortal. You never want to do that. Anubra getting caught out there just a little bit, but good stunts coming out. ETC might be in a bit of trouble over here. He gets caught out as well. So good picks coming out from House of Chez.
Yeah, it's going to allow them to get some more damage out onto this Immortal. Flash just constantly just throwing that auto attack at it, but it looks like Alberto going to focus down bot along with Zad. They're going to try to force out halftime, but it's going to be a little bit of an advantage here for House of Chez going into the halftime show.
Yep, 100%. And this is the choke point that I've been talking about. You're forced to fight under it. So if you can get a good stun in there we go. 3-man stun coming out from Anubrag. Lurking arm on top of that. Anubrag in a bit of trouble. He is going to go down there. The next one to follow up is going to be on the ETC. Gonna get the auto. It is the Blaze. The poor Blaze got stuck over there. They had nothing to do. Alberta getting caught out in the back line. Orphea just going ham. 1 kill, 2 kill. There comes the third one. That's a triple in her name, and that's going to mean that objective is going to go in favor of Team House of Chez.
Yeah, very well defended there, and that is maximum value in this defensive strategy. The death timers are low, but it's still going to be high enough with that quad kill to allow Flash to come over here. Mariner up top getting some soak, and they will be able to take down the Immortal and secure the first objective. Not only getting nearly a full level lead from all of those kills and being able to side soak the lanes, but also getting the first objective. House of Chez hitting everything they want right now.
Yep, everything. It's like momentum just never left. It's with them. Roll1Esports, they put up a solid defense, but I mean, they're gonna have to capitalize on these fights coming out there if they want to take any advantage of it.
Yeah, now getting level 10 right as the Immortal starts to focus on these structures. You're gonna see Draken Laser Drill, Stay a While, and Listen, Eternal Feast this time instead of the Crushing Jaws, along with Cocoon and the Mosh Pit.
There's the root that comes out, catches me. There's the laser. Cryo Freeze used as well. Rocket Roll is going to slide on out of there. Look at all those rubies.
A lot of rubies. Not that Chez Mix really needs them. Just walking over them constantly. Like, go ahead, damage me, I dare you.
Oh, that was a good lurking arm to stop the follow from Chesmix, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Alberta is still going to go down. Stairwell and Listen coming out and catching 3 people on the back line. Well played, but I feel like they got a little bit more value than they should have.
Yeah,
100%. They
That's
got
the level 10s.
Yeah,
they were able to threaten, and when Roll1 finally stepped forward a little bit, they threw the Cocoon down onto Greymane. Huge. It technically was a 4-man, but really all that mattered was that Caribou caught the back line there to isolate the Greymane, getting 3 with that. Those 3 with that Stay a While was huge.
Yeah.
And then able to get that pick. Mariner, meanwhile, getting a little bit low on the bot side, but again, a good macro sense. Knowing the team was missing, was far enough back that didn't have to worry about getting CC chained and killed there. And once again, good macro sense and good clean play so far.
Yep.
From House of Chez.
Yep, 100%. Going over the heroics from the side of Roll1Esports, we got Ice Wall, Bunker, Endurance of Hate, Flailing Swipe, and we got Curse Bullet. There comes the Cocoon on top of the Eternal Feast. Eternal Feast goes down. That is a good wall. Flailing Swipe coming out as well. Anubarak in a bit of a trouble, but Anubarak can just burrow away, so nothing coming out of that one.
Yeah, Roll1's going to have to try to sync up their heroics a little bit here. The combo that they're looking for is Ice Wall into a free Endurance of Hate. So the more value they get out of the Ice Wall, the more they can follow it up. But Big Beard's got to be disciplined about saving that Endurance to follow up the Ice Wall, and then they can use Bunker and Flailing Swipe as disengaged tools. So a good balance for Roll1, but as it always does, but especially in this case, depends on the execution of it.
Yeah, 100%. And we saw over there too, Endurance of Hate was used a little bit early. I think it might have been a mistake, but I'm not 100% sure. They tried to catch somebody, but it didn't work out. And then when they did catch the Anubarak in there, they didn't have it. Then they couldn't take advantage of that. But that fight is done and over with. Immortals have come up again. House of Chez looking to pressure them a little bit more in terms of macro. Who's burning it down?
Both teams going to clean up the shaman camps in each of their lanes to prevent too much damage. Now level 13 advantage is here for House of Chez. That's not the biggest deal. Level 13, not the biggest talent tier. I think they could still definitely defend under their Immortal being down 13, but they do want to try to prioritize having somebody in lane to soak, and it looks like they're going to send Zad up to do just that.
Yeah, definitely.
As soon as Zad shows up top, we'll probably see House of Chez start to push in to try and poke. There it is.
Yep, we see the Orpheus stepping up.
Ah, yes. Good old predictable Heroes of the Storm play. So they'll start poking at it. They don't want to take a fight underneath it, but a lot of good poking tools from the dude. Flash being able to throw out the grenade. And now Big Beard going to step forward, gets cocooned. So the Shade is actually going to get canceled out of that. Sleep goes down, and Big Beard's in all kinds of trouble. Throws out the Durance in kind of a panic mode. And that's going to be another pick here for House of Chez.
Yep, and that's going to be halftime going in favor of House of Chez. That was very well played by that Anubarak. He waited patiently, he caught him in the cocoon, and then the sleep to follow. Oh, but a big ETC slide coming out, catching two people there. They don't have a disengage. Stukov goes down. Bunker used as a last effort for Blaze to survive, and he manages to survive. Let's go.
Yeah.
I thought he 100% was going to go down. 200 HP
Oh,
and
yeah.
Blaze gets away. Lives to see another day, but this objective, I think, will now go in favor of House of Chess. Caribou falling back. Gonna get a full reset.
Yeah, Roll1Esports was not aware that he backed, but still, it looks like they're going to get the pick here
Nice.
onto a Nubarak. So that's a good counter kill. Durance coming out again a little early, not finding the mark there. He's trying to get the naked Durances, and it's just not working out for him so
Yeah.
far, unfortunately. But that will allow them to secure a full shielded Immortal. They're chasing in, trying to get the kill on Mariner, but nice peeling stay a while and listen there. Caribou, and everyone else will survive for now. 8 seconds on a Nubarak, and again, full shield Immortal about to march down this bot lane.
Ooh, that's, oh my god.
Oh, wait a minute. Flash trying to step up to get that XP. Can they make him pay for it? No, looks like Roll1's going to back off and focus on the defense instead.
Yeah, I don't think if they had gotten that pick a little bit faster, we'd been good. Look at the ETC coming in, swinging in from the backside. The slide
Deep
comes out.
flank.
The mosh. Oh, goes into a cooldown. He had a mosh before there.
Yeah, he did try to mosh, but it got interrupted pretty quickly. But still, they're able to get one pick so far. Big Beard also in all kinds of trouble. Gonna shade away, but comes right back, and Mephisto falls. And now they're looking towards the keep here. The Immortal just now losing its shielding here as the keep front wall's going down.
Yeah, that wall's gone. His defense is going to be hard. 3v5, including the Immortal 6. It's going to be rough, but we'll see what they can do. Ice Wall comes out, catches nobody. ETC deep in their back line. Half HP on the Immortal. The keep goes down. They probably fall back now. Yes, they do. Well played by House of Chess.
And you can see they're already heading directly for that bottom that bottom camp. They know exactly when and where that's going to spawn, so they'll get right on that. Level 16 advantage out for them, but they could paint this map blue a little bit and then maybe try to use the vision and the forced rotations to clear from Roll1Esports to possibly force a fight before they can get level 16.
Yep, 100%. Keep that advantage on as much as you can, because they're going to hit 17s real quickly. They are rotating to the top. They'll get the siege camp there. They see everybody in that bot lane, so they know they're all at bottom. So I don't think they end up getting that fight. Maybe they do?
Nope. Now they'll clear out the top lane, and if Roll1Esports is smart about this, they'll just wait to defend top at the fort. At the keep front wall.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They just hold back. They wait for them to come forward. That way they'll be able to get their 16s. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no tension. Siege camp being taken by House of Chess again. So that pressure, House of Chess making sure that pressure is constantly there in the lanes. And it really ties you down as a team if you have to constantly keep answering to that. Because either you're sending one person out, so then it's becoming a 5v4. Not in your favor. May. Ooh.
I don't think they saw him around the corner there, that vision corner. But meanwhile, up top, yeah, Zad's in all kinds of trouble. Gonna have to throw down the bunker. Anubarak did throw down the cocoon onto Stukov, but stay a while. Gonna secure May in that sleep. They get Stukov as well. Velvet going down, and now it's a 5v3 as we go into this objective phase. They're gonna choose not to siege here. Instead, they're just gonna fall back. And they're going to grab themselves probably another full shield Immortal.
Yeah, 100%. That was very, very well played. I like the timing of House of Chess on the way they're using their cocoon, followed up with that stay a while and listen, because they're constantly catching someone in there. Especially that Mephisto as well, but Mephisto got away at that time, and they focused on the May. May had Crier Feast as well. Eternal Feast just kept going on and on and on and on, because May was just in there. So
stuck.
Yeah, very well played by House of Chess.
Yeah, one of the things we don't talk about as often as well in Heroes of the Storm that we should talk about a lot more is burden of execution. It's a phrase that got used a lot in pro play. And it's something that should be used more in competitive play. it is a lot easier comp that House of Chez is playing right now. It's a lot more basic. It doesn't have to be quite as perfectly coordinated. But really, if we don't get a good Durance of Hate, then there's not a whole lot that Roll1Esports can do. And the best way for them to do that is off of that ice wall. By the way, great check there from Flash. Able to see that they're trying to engage behind this. And now they'll be fighting directly under this immortal.
There's the bunker, Eternal Feast, Rocket rolled so much trouble. He goes down. Blaze comes back in, stay a while and listen, catching the Sukov. Sukov's probably in a lot of trouble over here. He goes down as well. Now they turn their attention towards the Mephisto. Alberta getting caught. Grayman goes down, and that, I think, Jay, is going to be it. Moshpit even committed to getting that Mephisto. The only person left alive, the Blaze, maybe not for too long. He gets caught there too. He'll get burnt down as well. That is going to be a 5-man team wide. GGs are called, and we have our Intercoastal Grand Final champions, House of Chez. Man, oh man, they played it so well in that game. Really well played by House of Chez. Jay, if you want to go over the stats, maybe I can see you get an interview lined up.
Yeah, absolutely. First thing that comes out straight away, the dude, once again, being the dude, MVP of the series, in my opinion. But 11-1 here in this match. 75k hero damage, just doubling anything, any hero that anybody on Roll1 put out in terms of raw hero damage, and just so good in this series. Flash also dealing 46k, getting 5 kills himself, 5-0 performance, and again, just really good macro sense. Being able to reveal where they were there with that grenade, it's just great job checking that bush and seeing that they were looking for that behind the immortal. 60k healing from Caribou. Not bad on the other side from Velvet, but just not enough burst healing to be able to get through that focus fire that the dude and Flash had on the other side. And really well performed there from that double front line. So much CC to be able to set up between the Deckard roots, an Uberak, and ETC stuns on the front side, really making it easy. You know, you have your rock stars that are out there doing the damage, putting on the show, but the unsung heroes, the setup and cleanup crew, as Mariner, Chesmix, and Caribou, doing what they need to do to make their backline damage dealers look really good here today.
Yep, 100%. But I think we got the interview set up. Let's hop into lobby number 2 real quickly here. All right, welcome, Flash. Congratulations, GG's Intercoastal Divisional C Grand Champions. Wow, that's a long thing to say. How are you guys feeling?
Feels good, man. We got all those fancy words after our name for this upcoming season.
Fair was amazing.
Breaker of chains and mother of... No, I'm kidding.
Amazing gameplay coming out from you guys. Let's break it down. There was like game number 1, Infernal Shrines, was picked by you guys. But they got you in that one. What was your game plan going into that one? The execution was perfect, rotations were perfect. What happened?
It was the back and forth, like, do we finish the core? Do we not finish the core? I don't think we can finish the core because they're going to be up in time, and this Leoric is just sharking us all day long. And it was sort of a collection of indecisiveness as to how we should finish the game. And then it would have worked. But again, that Leoric was sharking us, and he did a great job and caught our Falstad before he could get the gust out. And we would have had it. And I would have been doing this interview a half an hour ago. But that's okay. I'm doing it now.
Fair enough. You guys had some great plays coming out in that. The one that stood out for me, at least in that game number 1, was when Roll1Esports was pressuring your top keep. They got you keep and everything like that, but then they made a rotation. Diablo just charged in. I believe it was on I don't remember who it was on, but May got a great 3-man avalanche pushing them off, and then you you got the gust, the wind tunnel gust, stopping them, getting a full team wipe over there. That stood out. How did that? What was your plan going into that? That's, I guess, where the indecision started off. You guys take keep, or you guys take core, or not take core, but then you guys didn't stop fighting. You guys just continued on and on and on, one after the other, one after the other. Like, what was going on during that time?
So they were respawning, but then it's like they got 1 pick, but then we got 2 picks like out of nowhere. And it's like, okay, maybe now we can finish the core, but then that freaking Leoric is just like, oh, I'm gonna spawn again in about 2 seconds and ruin your day one more time. So again, a collection of indecisiveness was the end result of game 1.
Jeez. That was it. It was still you guys played really, really well. Jay, you got any questions for game number 1?
Yeah, mainly it's between games 1 and 2 is my big question for you. Is your team captain of the Division C East champions? You're playing the C West champions, who maybe you're not as familiar with because they're from a different division. They come out kind of a slop. No offense, but from both teams, kind of a sloppy, chaotic game number 1. What did you tell your team in between these games that allowed you to play so cleanly throughout the rest of the series?
It was, all right, take a breather. We're better than they are, and let's go win this thing.
Simple. Nice.
I love it.
That actually might be word for word.
Love it. Love it. That was crazy.
Flash, a man, a few words.
A man, a few words.
Sometimes it's all it takes.
Yeah. Guys, easy, relax, get your beep together, and let's go. Let's win this thing. Let's move on to game number 2. Dragonshire. That was picked by them. Man, oh man, did you guys play that round really, really well. I like it. You guys had constant pressure, top lane, mid lane, bot lane. You were answering to their rotations. Junkrat, I think Junkrat was the star in that one. My God.
Oh, for sure.
He did so much. The dude, oh my God, like, he didn't have a lot of kills. I believe it was 1 kill, 9 assists, 0 deaths, but the influence and the impact that he had on that game really help build momentum for you guys. At least that's how I feel. Going into that game, what was your thought process in terms of your execution?
They picked our best map, and we were able to run our strategy, and we ran it, as you can see, very well. I don't even think they got a tower down. They might have gotten bottom tower down, but we had all of our forts up, and it was, keep controlling the map. Like, they're not getting in on us because Junkrat's booping them away, and we're able to lock down the top point pretty easily. So we were able to just, play our usual jam, and I think that sort of helps momentum for the next 2 games too. It's like, let's play something we're comfortable doing, and that'll set the tone for the next 2 games.
Fair enough. And game number 2, you guys came out swinging. And like you said, that momentum just, you guys just built a lot of momentum. They didn't get any objectives. All objectives came through you guys. They didn't get any towers, I believe. I don't even think they got the bottom tower. No, they did get the bottom tower. Yeah, they did get the bottom tower. But even then, it was like so much pressure that you guys kept on applying over and over and over again. Very, very well played in game number 2. Jay, any questions for game number 2? Anything that stood out for you?
I actually only have one more question at the end of the end of the series.
Okay. All right, so then we move on. You guys put a solid performance, closed that one out, and I believe that game ended 14-1. 14 kills in your favor against just the 1 kill for Roll1Esports. So that was a really, really hard hit after coming out from a back and forth game number 1. But you guys seem to have gotten it together, and then we go to this ridiculous map. I don't even know why you guys picked it, but you guys picked it. Brax's Holdout, and they ban out the Junkrat, obviously, but then they give you guys the Lunara. I think that's the first game that you guys played Lunara with. Lunara? Yeah, I think there was Lunara in that, with the Leaping Strike. But then you guys give them the Rexar, and you guys give them the Ragnaros as well. Rexar known to be very, very disruptive and good in that off lane. Now, the way they were playing it out, 1-3-1. Constantly, or at least that's the way we saw it, that they were going to make you guys, force you guys on the rotations constantly, but then you guys turned it around, and you started playing your game and forced them to play your style, which they couldn't do because the domination from there started. You guys won all the objectives again, some great team fights. So going into that map, like, how did it all work out for you guys?
From doing our homework on their team, they have trouble coming back from when they were down. So that's where we knew that we had to win. We had to get momentum on them because they have a hard time getting it back. So they were doing all these like wild rotations. And then to be fair, they didn't have a lot of good follow-up for their Anubarak. So we were able to just annihilate the Anubarak when he came in, putting them on the back foot. And then we were able to just get one kill. Okay, now let's run the map and, keep making them try and catch up the entire time. Wait until they make a mistake, get a kill, move on from there.
Well, fair enough, and you guys made it look good. just saying, there was this one particular fight where May was dead to rights in that one. Dead to rights because Anubarak got a great stun. He got a cocoon. They waited. They timed it perfectly. Everything was in sync. But then the team made a rotation. Deckard Kane came in that clutch with like a gazillion rubies that he dropped there. Literally went from
that
like,
was fantastic. Somebody clipped that as play of the game. That was so good.
yeah, that was such a good play. The sleep to stop them, and then you guys just turn it around and you get 3.5 kills because you get Misha as well, and that allowed you guys to take the boss. I think that was the second boss, but that was the boss that kind of pushed top lane, and then you guys got Zergwave as well. It was so much pressure coming out onto Roll1Esports, and I feel like every single time that they tried to make a move, you guys had an answer for it. Every time they made a move, you guys had an answer for it. Every single time. And you guys played it so well, Braxis. I don't like this map. I don't like casting this map, but it was fun. You guys made it fun to watch. So really, really appreciate that. And then
Thank you.
Jumping into the final game, reverse sweep time. They picked Battlefield of Eternity. So we have all the heroes that are great for Battlefield Eternity banned out, like auto banned out, right? You got the Johanna, you got the Rainer, you got the Vala, all gone. You guys come out with the Orphea and the Tychus, signal. Not great, but not the worst either, right? But then you guys come up with the double front line because they took May. So you give the Anubarak to Chez, and the ETC comes out on Mariners. Was that a shift play, or did you guys see that coming?
That was a counteract to the Mephisto. So I was like, we need an Anubarak here. ETC is not going to cut it. We need more than just an ETC. So we snap picked Anubarak, switched their roles, and it worked out great.
Yep, oh man, it was so good. It felt like as if you guys were gonna be the team that went on the defense, right? Like because they had a gray man and they had a Mephisto, so they got better burn, better race, right? And that's what we kind of thought that you guys would play, but you guys didn't do that. You guys went on the offense. When you guys picked your heroes, was that your initial game plan? Did you guys think that you guys were going to play on the defensive side and then kind of come back? Or did you guys think like, no, guys, we are going to still play offensively with this? Was that a change?
It was sort of weird drafting that map because of the auto banned heroes. So it was pretty much like one person's going to have a racer, or one team's going to have a racer. The other team's just going to have to go and knock them out.
Yeah.
And so I think we got some pretty good engages that sort of fell into our lap that were able to just give us that momentum swing that we needed. And I think very early on the first objective in that map, we picked off, he was either Greyman or Stukov. And it was like, perfect. Got one. Now let's go get some damage on our Immortal. Okay, they're back up. Let's play defensively, get another pick, rinse and repeat. I mean, the last 4 games just went by so freaking quickly. I can't even keep track of everything. I'll have to rewatch it later. But that was the general game plan as to what was happening. It's, okay, go play defense. We'll fight them with our Immortal, get a pick, race, and again, rinse and repeat.
Perfect. And that execution was amazing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Once again, a display of momentum and how you guys had it and how you forced the other team to play your game, right? You guys didn't play their game. They played your game. You guys took fights when you guys wanted to take fights. You guys got picks off of those fights. You guys got value out of the objective. I think objective number 1, you guys pushed down like top lane. You guys got top fort and everything. with the first objective. So very, very well played. And that kind of that play style and that momentum kind of help you guys close out this series. Jay, your final question.
All five of you played incredibly clean, especially in those last three games. But if you had to take one MVP player to award MVP to for the series, who would it be, and why is it the dude?
I mean, yeah, his Junkrat game 2 was just, that was so disruptive, which really sealed the deal in that game. They just could not get anything going bottom lane, which gave me free reign to just run the map. But anyway, sorry, back to the question here. I mean, I'm not trying to give you the generic answer, but it's everybody, man. Like, everybody played really well. It all clicked. Like you said, that first game was like absolutely crazy. But once it was take a breather, like, we're about to go to one of our most comfortable maps. Let's go play our game. And I'm really glad you said it the way you did in terms of like the other team was playing our game, because there was a couple seasons early, like we've been around since season 4 or 3, whatever it was. There were a couple seasons early where we fell into the other team's game, and it's just like, man, how do we get out of that? And for the last like 4 or 5 seasons, we've just been getting better and better and better. And I knew this team was capable of winning this entire thing for the last like 3 or 4 seasons.
Nice, yeah, and you guys finally did it. Must feel really, really great.
Dude, I can't begin to tell you. Like, we're all friends. Like, we all know each other in real life, except for the dude. Who, by the way, just won an invitation to my wedding. Just that was what was on the line. Also, Caribou's firstborn child, his name is Genji. That was the other thing that was on the line. So anyway, no, like I said, this team we work really hard, and it's cool to do it with your friends.
Awesome. Well said. But I want to thank you so much for joining us, though, for the interview. Once again, GG's, congratulations. I hope you guys have a wonderful time with it. But before I do bid you farewell, stage is yours. Any shout outs that you would like to make? Go ahead.
As usual, this whole team, man. Like, this is, we love this game. We put a lot of work into this game. It's our favorite game, and it's just so nice to come out on top. So the dude, Caribou, Mariners. And by the way, that mosh pit was disgusting. I don't know if no one mentioned that. I don't know why no one mentioned that last mosh pit. That was disgusting. But anyway, Chez Mix, Death of Icarus, Death 1300s, No Dice, the whole team, man. We did it again. We won Chair League, a couple of years ago, before when that was a thing, and we did it again, and it feels really good.
Awesome. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the interview. Really do appreciate it, Flash. And congratulations, and hopefully we see you guys in season 12, maybe this time in Division B.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. Ferris, have a good
We'll
one.
definitely see you guys on Saturday for the charity.
Yes, we will be around. We will be there.
Awesome. Perfect. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great time, guys.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. All right, Jay. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Flash from the Intercoastal Division C Grand Champions, House of Chez. Man, that takes a long time to say every single time. But there you have it. But that's going to be it for us, ladies and gentlemen, for right now. Jay, before we do say goodbye to everybody, where can people find you and what's going on?
Yeah, feel free to follow me over on twitch.tv/JayzonHots. Hots is also my Twitter handle, and I've got a Discord channel as well, so you guys can always find me there. But the big shout out I have, really the only big thing I got going on right now, is of course that charity event coming up on Saturday, the 29th. We've got 9 of the coastal champions signed up already, and multiple other really good teams represented. So every one of our NGS divisions will be represented in that series. We broadcasted on the NGS and NGS2 Twitch channels, so you can come right back here. And yeah, it'll be all for charity and benefit of St. Jude Children's Hospital. They're a great cancer research hospital. It's a really great cause. And there'll even be some raffle prizes available for anyone that comes and donates. So I hope everyone will come check that out, and it'll be a fun day at POTS here coming up on Saturday.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Jay. Really do appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know, you can find me at twitch.tv Bankai. I am doing a lot of Valorant these days. HOTS is in there too. Might be streaming some HOTS tonight, so come join me if you guys also want to give a quick shout out to Fujin, or aka Raka, known as, she was the observer for today's game. Made it look real nice and crisp with this camera movement, so thank you so much, Raka. Really do appreciate that. But that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I believe if there's a mod there that wants to go ahead and raid maybe another channel, certainly you can definitely go ahead and do that, but that's going to be it. Thank you so much for joining us for this Sunday afternoon matchup, and we will catch you guys later. Peace.